Test. Test. Say that again.
Listening to Highway 6 Sports on highway6sports.com, your go-to source for local Haxtun Fighting Bulldog coverage.
Loses the ball. He's still running. Still on his feet. Jukes and dives. Call it Toad in the end zone. Wow. What a play. The limit signing to Carpenter. Carpenter sets it up for Henry. Henry, big kill. Bulldogs win. That's the way we do it, baby. Highway 6 Sports. We're live on the air. Bringing highlights with passion to share. We're the heartbeats of every game night. Highway 6 Sports. Shining so bright. Welcome in here to Highway 6 Sports. Bryce Bivins here with Todd Workman and our sideline reporter, Mason Bornhoft. We've got an electrifying night of high school football for you folks here in Akron, Colorado. We bring you a blockbuster showdown between the number 1 ranked Haxtun Bulldogs and the number 2 Akron Rams. This promises to be, Todd, I think it promises to be an unforgettable clash of the 8-man football rematch from the state championship last year. The Bulldogs coming off an undefeated run in the state title last year, averaging a staggering 53 points per game, powered by the relentless rushing attack that churns at least 318 yards per game here. Leading the charge is Coleman Firm with 104 rushing yards. The dual threat force of the RPO system is what the Bulldogs have been pretty strong coming off of here. On the side note, the Akron Rams are no strangers to big moments after falling to Haxton's 48-0 last year in the regular season and battling a closer finish in the championship. They're hungry for redemption, folks, as they played at least 7 times last year, and I'm telling you what, the Bulldogs finally lost to the Rams in the baseball season, and so seems like the Akron Rams have kind of they They kind of finally got their number. Well, they're going to try to keep going here. And, the Bulldogs trying to end that streak. They've beat them twice in a row, and that's just baseball, folks. I'm just talking Haxtun history, nothing to do with football. But lots and lots of fun matchups coming our way. Here tonight is the best one. We've got tons of outlets. We have our YouTube channel live. Our YouTube channel, folks, is probably going to buffer. I don't know what to tell you about it. There's no Wi-Fi on this side of the field. We're going to give it a try, and I'll tell you what, the playback will be perfect, but while it's going, you might have to pause it a little bit, maybe let it load and then go, but until then, I think it's going to be great. But folks, we're going to do the national anthem here on the field. We're going to send it to our sponsors. We'll be right back here with the starting lineup sponsored by Kurtzers. Thank you for listening to the Highway 6 Sports broadcast on Podbean. If you're listening to this, I know how hard it probably was for some of your family members to find this app. Make sure in the future that you follow us and download the Podbean app so every time we go live, it sends a notification to your phone. Remember to follow us on Facebook so you can get all of our live stream links, and make sure that you are in the know. We are going to continue to interview the coaches on all coaching staffs throughout the year. If you want that exclusive content, make sure you follow Highway 6 Sports on Facebook and on Podbean. Now back to the game.
Looking to tackle that big project or simply spruce up your backyard? 5 Star Rentals has got you covered. From heavy-duty construction machines for contractors to handy lawn and garden tools for weekend warriors, renting has never been easier. We're a family-owned business located just 4 miles south of Haxtun on Highway 59, offering you friendly service and a hassle-free process. Give us a call today at 970-854-2145. Remember, at 5 Star Rentals, service meets reliability.
Market declines, inflation, political turmoil. Today's headlines can be scary. Hi, I'm Mackenzie Bivins, Edward Jones Associate Financial Advisor, and Charlene Riemenschneider Financial Advisor. We'll work with you to help you understand the impact of short-term events and how to prepare for the long term. We provide the tools for a reasoned, disciplined approach to investing. Don't let the headlines derail your long-term financial plan. Call us today at 308-345-6730 to schedule an appointment. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
At the First National Bank of Fleming, we're proud to be family-owned and rooted in agriculture just like you. Enjoy free checking with e-statements and earn more with great CD and savings rates. Locally trusted and here for generations. First National Bank of Fleming, where community grows. Member FDIC.
Hey folks, this is Deanna with Haxtun Communications, your hometown phone and internet provider. Depending upon your location, we have fiber, DSL, and wireless internet for the rural areas. We service Haxtun, Fleming, Crook, and their surrounding areas. New customers and returning customers, mention you heard this ad and get up to 50% off your first year's internet service with us. Terms do apply, so call now, 970-774-7611 today. Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back. As I mentioned earlier, Todd, Workman, Bryce Bivins, and Mason Bornhoft, our sideline reporter. Mason, I hope you're ready for this one. We've got the keys to the game here. What do you have for us?
Bryce, a couple of keys to the game that I've got tonight is for Haxtun, put pressure on their quarterback. They like to throw the ball a lot, so if we can get pressure on him while he's trying to throw the ball, it'd be pretty good for the Bulldogs. It's going to be a good night. Another one is complete some passes. Haxtun is not a huge passing team, but if we can get a couple small passes going, that'll open up the run game even more. And on the Akron side of things, I've got tackle 2. I think that's going to be a key for them in our RPI game. And from Haxtun, the Bulldogs, they like to run RPI, so if Akron is able to tackle 2 guys at once, that's going to be huge for them. And another one for Akron, they need to also establish their passing game because they're more of a passing team than Haxtun is. That's kind of their bread and butter lately. So if they get their passing game going, that'll be huge.
Thank you, Mason, Todd. These guys looking, Eric Packard does a report, and he is all statistical analysis. It's nothing, no bias. And in his report, today reading it, the number 2 Akron Rams are projected to beat the number 1 Haxtun Bulldogs by 3 points, and that's 26-23 is his projection. What do you think about that? And can the stats project games?
Well, I think they're an accurate reflection of a team's performance in the past. But anytime you have a matchup between Haxtun and Akron, with the rivalry that they have, I think a lot of time stats can be thrown aside because you could have teams with terrible records, but it's always going to be a good game. So I think really tonight the keys to the game, as far as what I'm looking for, is who controls the line of the scrimmage and who imposes their will on the other team. I look for a great game, Bryce, and I'll tell you what, we got a good one tonight, and it's going to be a good time. I'm ready.
You know, Todd, you don't usually come to these far away games with us. You know, you make these young bucks ride a long ways, and you said this is one I want to be at, and this is one that a lot of people at home listening and watching on YouTube, and they want to be here, but they can't. And so, folks, you're riding with some people that are Haxtun alumni. 3 of us tonight, some of the biggest Haxtun fans you'll ever find, and man, do we have a good one for you. We're a little nervous, we're a little excited, folks. With that, we'll give you the offensive starters here for the Akron Rams. Number 3, that's Jace Curtis. Number 7, Jax Kuzel. Number 10, Colton Randall. Number 11, Trent Kotz. Number 21, Mason McCoy. Number 27, Mason Portis. Number 28, Jackson Livesay. And number 35, Zach Bowen. And for your Haxtun Fighting Bulldogs, the defensive starters. Let's start with number 6. That's a senior, Coleman Firm. Number 9, another senior, Carter Locke. Number 10, senior, Chase Goddard. Number 18, senior, Colin Cone. Number 28, senior, Corbin Anderson. Number 30, senior, Zach Stats. Number 51, senior, Seth Seeger. And number 54, also a senior, Jackson Schramm. And folks, the clock says 3 minutes, Todd, but I think we're closer. Mason, did you see the coin toss? Who won? What happened?
I did not see, Bryce. I saw about the same you did. I did not get to see who won that coin toss.
Okay, you're following in Kyle's footsteps from step 1 here. That's great. Oh, man. That's all right. Here back to receive will be the Akron Rams. Here to kick is the Bulldogs. 12 minutes on the clock here in the first quarter. You got to remember, trying to run the play-by-play, the camera. We'll see exactly how it goes. Back to kick is Colin Cone for the Haxtun Fighting Bulldogs.
You're going to be busy, Bryce.
Busy, Todd. But that just means there's going to be more color in this one, Todd. You got to talk a little bit.
All right, I'm ready. I've been looking forward to this one since the state championship game last year. I mean, This is going to be a good football game, and I'm excited.
I'd have to agree with you. Colin Cone ready to kick this one. Back is number 7. That's Jax Kuzel. Jax is going to grab it here at the 15. It's going to roll past him. Jax finally grabs it, rolls around to the left-hand side, finally tackled down. And, man, is that bad starting field position for the Akron Rams in the first quarter here, first possession of the game.
It is. It looks like there's a flag down too, Bryce, on the far sideline there. So, yep, blocking the back on the Rams. So that'll move them back even further. Pin them deep. Be a rough start here for Akron. They're going to be inside their own 10-yard line here.
See, they put him at the 4. And so Colton Randall, he's going to be in the shotgun. One receiver to his left, one to his right. That's Livesay to his left, and number 3, Jace Curtis to his right. Randall going to motion, let's see, Livesay through the formation, going to keep it himself, runs it up the middle. And, man, a great stop by the Bulldogs.
Looks like Jackson Schramm's in there again. And I'm telling you, we last week gave the MVP to the defensive line. They do that all night, and it's going to be a long night for Akron. That's a good start. Good job by Schramm getting in there.
So a loss of 2 on the play here for the Akron Rams. Ball is on the 2-yard line. 2nd and 12 for the Rams. Coming into this game, the Akron Rams have been about 50-50, Todd, with pass and run, which has been a completely different thing from years past. Randall in the shotgun, going to motion Curtis to the formation. This is going to be a handoff on the jet sweep to Curtis. Curtis stiff arms one guy and ends up getting the tackle. That's going to be is that 30? Is that Zach Stats in there?
Zach Stats, yep.
Great
good
job
start
in there
for the
by
Haxtun
Zach.
defense. Yeah, good start for Haxtun defense. Be a safety right out of the gate.
Is that?
Yep. Be a safety. I didn't realize he got him in the end zone, but that's going to be Akron's going to have to kick it to the Bulldogs. Great start for Haxtun.
And so, safety. We're here at the 40-yard line. We're kind of in better field position, Todd, than we normally are.
This is great. This is like the suites here compared to the end zone. So.
And we couldn't even see that safety.
It's kind of behind the players.
2-0.
Just like the baseball scores.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about to start the game. And the Bulldogs will receive the kickoff here, but the kickoff will be from the 18-yard line, Todd. Not a good start. Mason, what'd you see there in the south end zone when it came to that safety?
Zach Stats did a really good job coming down as the outside linebacker on that, and Jace Curtis tried to run it through the outside, and Zach just came down and made a really good play. Good tackle.
Mason Porteous going to kick this one off. It's going to go back to, looks like Colin Cone. It is. Colin has it at the 40. 40 breaks a tackle near the 50, finally wrapped up and brought down on the 45-yard line.
I don't know, Bryce. I don't know if you could dial up a better start with the safety and then getting the ball on their side of the field to start with. It's probably about as good as Coach Stone and Bornhoft could have drawn up here.
And so the first offensive possession for the Haxtun Bulldogs, we'll see what they come out. Normally, they come out in their fast-paced offense, in their NASCAR offense. Colin Cone in the shotgun, Zach Stats right next to him. Cone takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Zach Stats. Zach has some room, and finally going to get taken down after a huge gain. What looks like 7. It will be maybe just short of 7, right around 6 yards. 2nd and 4 coming up. Bulldogs hop on it quick. Colin Cone takes a snap. It's going to be another handoff up the middle here to Zach Stats. And Zach going to get taken down. And now it's 3rd and short, 3rd and 2, Todd.
Yeah, Bulldogs got a pretty good push there that time on the line, too.
Colin Cone takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff again to Zach Stats. Heavy dose of Zach Stats. He dives for the first down. And they're going to give it to him, Todd. First down, Haxtun fighting Bulldogs. Bulldogs lead 2-0 here with 10 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first period. And Colin Cone is back in the shotgun, ready to go again. Cone takes a snap. He's going to pull it and run it up himself. Good gain of what looks like maybe 3 or 4 yards, and that's all it takes. Little 3 or 4 yards here and there, and that's all you need. Score a touchdown. It's going to take a while, but
take it all day. They kind of got them on their heels here running this NASCAR offense here.
Colin Cone hands it up the middle to Coleman Firm. Coleman Firm bounces off one tackle all the way to the 16-yard line. Great job there from Coleman Firm. Bulldogs on it again here quick. Colin Cone in the gun. Coleman to his left in the shotgun. Now motions up to the slot position. A handoff here. It's going to be pulled, and Colin Cone going to run it up the middle. Colin Cone taken down. Good gain of about 6. 2nd and 4 coming up here for Haxtun.
Boy, Bryce, I'm telling you, it's tough when you're in defense in your first possession. They got you on your heels, and they just keep coming on that NASCAR offense. Doesn't even give them a chance to catch their breath.
A handoff up the middle here to Zach Stats. And it's going to be close to that first down, maybe a gain of just 1, so 3rd and 3 coming up. Bulldogs, they're 100% so far on 3rd down. Now, we don't have a big sample size. 1 for 1 so far, Todd, but that's a good start.
Yes, it is.
Bulldogs lead 2-0 here, have the ball on the 9-yard line. Colin Cone in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap and hand it up the middle, and the run is going to...
I think that's going to give it to him.
I think that's Coleman. They're going to say he's short. By what? Inches?
Not very much. Nope, they gave it to him. First down.
Finally gave it to him. First and goal for the Haxtun Bulldogs. Colin Cone here in the gun. Coleman to his left and Stats to his right. Takes the snap, going to drop back and actually hand it off to Coleman. Coleman's going to get taken down for a tackle for a loss here. What broke down on that play, Mason? What did you see over there?
I think that was Jax Kusel right there. He did a really good job going through the line, reading that handoff, tackled Coleman for a good loss right there.
That's a pretty good loss. 8 yards, 9 yards.
That's going to put them on the 10-yard line. Second and goal from the 10-yard line for Haxtun. But, I've seen them face, a little bit more adversity and them still come out in the plus. Bulldogs have 2 split out to the right, 1 split out to the left. It's a sweep here that is Coleman. Coleman in there for a touchdown.
Mason, what'd you see there? That was a well-drawn-up play. Just a little quick pitch.
Yeah, that was just a little quick pitch to Coleman Firm. Got to the edge, outran all the Akron guys. That was a really good play.
And that was Coleman. That wasn't Koberstein, was it? It looked like number 8, but wasn't sure.
Well, it might have been. It might have been Kanan.
No, that was Coleman.
Coleman, okay. The Bulldogs kind of in our way here on the line as they take the snap here, going for 2, and it's run up the gut, and they're going to call him short. And so the safety acts like a 2-point conversion. The Bulldogs lead 8-0 here with 7 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first. We'll be right back here on Highway 6 Sports.
At Hoffmeister Insurance, we've got your back with tailored crop insurance that protects your livelihood. Our experienced agents take the time to understand your needs, crafting the perfect policy to keep your farm secure. From hail to drought, we're here to help you weather any storm. Ready for peace of mind? Call Hoffmeister Insurance, 970-774-6600 for your personalized consultation today. Hoffmeister Insurance, protecting your harvest season after season.
Welcome back here to Akron. Bulldogs lead 8-0. Colin Cone to kick this one off here for the Haxtun Fightin' Bulldogs. Cone's kick, far different from last week's squib kicks, gets all the way back to the 20-yard line, picked up by Kuzel. Kuzel's got some room, and he's going to be taken down near
he lost
25.
Looks like they got it back, but I think he fumbled that. Did he fumble that, Mason? Mason, did you see that? Did he fumble that?
Yeah, he got wrapped up, and a Bulldog came in and punched the ball out. Luckily, he had an Akron buddy right there to pick it up for him.
Okay.
So the Akron Rams with the best field position that they've had so far. Ball's on the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Randall here in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Is going to be a dive here from Randall. He keeps it himself. Runs up for a good gain of 6. Actually, 5, and it's going to be 2nd and 5 coming up, Todd.
That looks like little Austin Knox. He's back in the lineup, huh?
Austin Knox is back. All those nose tackles that got hurt, Seth Seeger, Austin Knox, they're back. Zach Stats is back. We weren't sure, talking with Coach Bornhoft in the pregame, but you know what? They have shown extreme heart trying to get back, and they're here. And Randall's going to take the snap. Another good gain. Looks like he's going to be short, though, by 1, so it's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up. Huge 3rd down here for the Haxtun Bulldogs.
I'll tell you what, you watch that Austin Knox kid, man. He's a load in there. He's quick off the line, and that center, it's hard to get a body on him.
Well, he was in for the first 2 games, and if you remember, Todd, he was our leading tackler, leading sacks, leading everything when it comes defensively almost, and he got hurt, and other people took over, did a good job. Snap here to Randall. It's going to be, that's to Curtis. Curtis has a sweep to the right-hand side. Curtis has a lane. Curtis, one man to beat. That's Zach Stats. And he pulls him down. Huge run from Jace Curtis on the direct snap. Wow.
A good play over here by the end from Akron. Got a good seal on our defensive end there and broke a big play there. Big play for Akron.
So the Rams take their time here. 5 minutes and 42 seconds left. The score 8-0 here in Akron. And this is all in the first period here. We've seen a lot of fast-paced offense from both teams so far, Todd.
That game's moving right along.
Randall takes the snap. He drops back to pass. His throw going to be just out of reach. That pass was intended for Mason Porteous. That's their leader on the defensive side, leader in tackles. But on the offensive side, just ball thrown a little too far ahead of him.
That receiver on that far side was Jax Kuzel. He ran a double route there. Was behind him, but our DB recovered quickly on that side. Get back caught up with him, but he was open there for a minute. Might be something to keep an eye on later.
Back in the shotgun is Randall. Randall's going to run it up himself. Randall going to meet a wall. Not before a gain of about 2. Now it's going to be 3rd and 8. They have the ball on the 23-yard line. And another big 3rd down. Last time, Todd, on 3rd down, they broke a big run.
You probably got to figure this is 2-down territory here for Akron. They're going to try and pick up the first down with 2 plays, I would guess.
You know, against Dayspring, this Akron team was heavy pass at the beginning, but must have read something on the Bulldog defense and that Randall's going to drop back to pass. This one's caught. Mason Porteous with the catch, and this one's going to be a first down. And
good play,
now,
just got under.
1st and 10 from the 14-yard line.
Bulldogs need to get a little bit of pressure. Rams are doing a good job protecting Mason. Looks like they're getting any pressure or no?
Getting pressure, but that quarterback got the ball out so fast right there, it didn't really matter how much pressure they got.
Gotcha.
So good job by the sophomore quarterback. That's Randall back there. The senior next to him, that's Curtis. And Randall, it's going to be a direct snap to Curtis. Curtis going to run around the right-hand side, and he's finally going to be taken down after a 5-yard gain.
He runs hard.
He does run hard. That was the same exact play. They got that big run earlier on. And so now 2nd and 8. Yeah, they didn't get much, Todd. It got strung out. Bulldogs did a good job stringing that out wide and not getting, 2 yards. You'll take that. 2nd and 8.
Looks like Carter Locke's getting a workout over here on this end.
Oh, I'm sure.
Expect a pass here, probably.
In the shotgun is Randall. Nobody with him. Randall takes a snap. It hits the ground. It's going to be a jet motion sweep. And that's Curtis. He gets tackled down for a 3-yard loss. It's now 3rd and 11 here for the Akron Rams on the, that's about the 15-yard line. It's the Bulldogs 15.
Yep. Bad snap there, kind of put him in a pickle. Didn't really get the play running the way it should. Good play over there by Zach.
And so, back in there with Randall is Curtis. Randall's going to take the snap. Randall rolls to his right. He looks to throw. He finds someone in the end zone, and that's Porteous. Mason Porteous with a touchdown. And now the Akron Rams strike back.
It looked to me, Mason, like he just kind of threw it up there.
Did just kind of loft it up there, right over Colin Cohn's head. Mason Porteous was like standing right in the end zone, ready to catch it.
Didn't look like anybody was open, but he dropped it right in there.
And so here we go. Randall in the shotgun. It's going to be a direct snap to Curtis. It's going to be in around here to number 28. That is Jackson Livesay. And Jackson Livesay is. Did he get in there, Mason?
On that 2-point conversion, no good.
No good. So the Bulldogs lead 8-6 after that one. 3 minutes and 21 seconds left here in the first. We'll be right back here after a message from our sponsors.
Kurtzers invites you to come check out the Walker Model R. The Walker Model R is perfect for any homeowner looking for the Walker mower cut with maneuverability at a residential price. The Walker Model R comes with a 42, 48, or 54-inch tilt-up deck for easy maintenance. Come to Kurtzer's and request a test drive today. Kurtzer's is your local source for Walker mowers, located 3 miles east of Haxtun on Highway 6. Count on Walker mowers for fast, easy, beautiful mowing.
Welcome back here to Akron. I'm Bryce Bivins here with Todd, Workman, and Mason Bornhoft, our sideline reporter. And the Akron Rams just scored. And now back to receive. Deep is Colin Cone. This one going to be a squib kick received here by Chase Goddard. Goddard stands up initially. Didn't know what to do with it. Finally runs forward, gets a good return. 41-yard lines where they'll start this one off, Todd.
There's the old squib kick again, Bryce. I'll never understand it.
Well, they actually give the Bulldogs a couple more yards there. It's a 42-yard line, but Todd, last week we saw the Bulldogs with the squib kick, then onside kick. Nobody expected it. And so maybe the Rams are thinking something up themselves.
Lulling us to sleep there for one later.
Colin Cone in the shotgun. Zach Statz next to him. He drops back to pass. It's going to be a screen, but nobody open. Colin Cone just going to have to run it himself. Finally, he has a lane, breaks 2 tackles. A flag is thrown, and finally tackled out of bounds is Colin Cone.
Carter Locke got a block in the back there. I think, Mason, is that what you saw?
That's what I saw, too. I saw a block in the back on that far side.
So this is going to get pushed back. The Bulldogs had the ball at the 43-yard line. That's going to push them back to the 33.
Big old long first down.
Big long first down now. And Todd, we asked, remember last week you said, what's Coach Stone's 4th and 20 play? Remember he had a 15-yard play. We'll see if he brings that out here. That had involved Coleman Firm. This is going to be a quick pitch over to Zach Statz. Zach Statz pushes it back into the middle, where he's finally tackled down here for a gain of 6. Second and let's see, that is 14 coming up here for the Haxtun Fighting Bulldogs. Bulldogs lead 8-6 with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left in the first period. Bulldogs come to the line here in the gun. Colin Cone in the shotgun with Zach Statz next to him. Cone takes a snap, keeps it himself, runs up the middle, short gain.
Hey, that dive option read there, they were all over that. That was well played by Akron's defensive end there.
Well, Mason, that was part of your keys to the game, wasn't it? Read that RPO.
Yep, tackle 2 guys. That's exactly what they did. Tackle 2 guys was one of the keys.
Seen it work a lot before, and Akron's watched a ton of film. So.
Wouldn't put it past them. Coach Weirs is second to none here for the Akron Rams. They're blessed to have him as their head coach. Colin Cone in the shotgun. He's got a motion Starkey bomb through the formation. He sits in the slot. Cone drops back to pass. Looks for a receiver. Has got one. That's Chase Goddard right through his hands. And that was near the first down markers. This is going to force the Bulldogs to punt here.
Yep, good stop by Akron there. I think Chase was open. Just kind of went through his hands there, and I bet you he wishes he had do-overs.
And so that's on the 38-yard line, Todd. We're not punting. Actually, now we are. Okay, Colin Cone drops back. He drops back. At first, it looked like he wasn't going to. Colin Cone gets a snap. It's a punt that goes to the opposite 30-yard line. That's where the Akron Rams will start their possession. And, folks, with that, we'd like to thank our sponsors here on Highway 6 Sports. Let's start with our family sponsors, Rich and Dina Girk, David and Alicia Schramm, Joe and Michelle Bivins, John and Cindy Chaplain, Austin and Valerie Wilson, Jess and Kevin Beck, Pastor Tim and Alyssa Hahn, Brian and Sammy Starkeybaum, Kathy and Curly Starkeybaum, Kelly and Sarah Michael, Cole and Candy Fix, Todd and Becky Workman, Sean and Christy Philp. Thank you to all our sponsors. Also, thank you to Coberstein Farms of Angus, who sponsored that big play you saw from the Bulldogs on their touchdown and their safety. We may have forgot to mention it. A lot of the stuff happened. Back in the shotgun is Randall. Randall, it's going to be a completion here to the near side, and Finally, the Bulldogs tackle him. That is number 28. That's Jackson Livesay. And that's a first down. The Rams are just moving the ball on the Bulldogs here.
Mason, did that hit the ground or almost hit the ground?
That was about 4 inches from the ground, I'd say. He one-handed that thing
That was close, huh?
right by the ground, brought it back up. It was a really good catch.
Good catch.
Rams up to the line here. 2 split out to the right. Nobody out to the left. Randall in the shotgun, takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Curtis. Randall's going to run it himself, and there's going to be a flag here. I believe a holding call against the Rams, and that holding was on Seth Seeger. You could see his frustration.
Oh, yeah, he had his jersey pulled clear out. So, yeah. That's what we got to do. Seth's getting in there like that. That's good. You don't want to get too settled in there in the middle, and that was a good job by Seth. Big penalty, too, Bryce.
That's going to push him back. Folks, we'd like to thank you for sticking in there. Obviously we have the YouTube going live right now. How is it going? I'm not sure, but I guarantee you there's some buffering. So I do apologize, but it's pretty much a trial period here where we don't have any Wi-Fi, but we will during the basketball season. We'll have Wi-Fi, so kind of just seeing if it'll work for that. So thank you for sticking in. Thank you for if you're listening on the YouTube page and it's just too much with the buffering, go to the Podbean or the website. Randall back to pass. It's a screen, and Curtis tips it and finally tackled down, and that's going to be a loss on the screen play. That was Jace Curtis on the reception.
Good play again by Seth Seeger there. I'm not so sure, Mason. I don't know if you're watching that, but it looked like he was getting held again to me.
Looked to me like he was getting held a little bit, but still did a really good job fighting through it.
Big old long second down, second 25.
Second and 25 on the 26. The Rams started on the 40. Actually, their previous first down started on the 40. And that's going to be the end of the first period, folks.
Good quarter of football.
The Haxtun Bulldogs lead 8-6 against the Akron Rams here in the 8-man championship rematch. We'll be right back here after a message from our sponsors.
School is back. That means sports are too. Kick off the new season with brand new custom sports apparel from Main Street Graphics. Whether you're on the field, in the stands, or just showing your school pride, we've got the perfect styles for you. High quality custom designs to help you stand out and support your team in style. Don't wait. Stop by Main Street Graphics at 804 West Main in Sterling or give us a call at 970-522-6207. Main Street Graphics, where school spirit meets style.
At Points West Community Bank, we're all about you, our neighbors, friends, and dreamers. We're here to fuel your financial journey with personalized banking that puts your goals first. From home loans to checking accounts, we offer tailored solutions with a smile. Plus, we proudly sponsor local events and support new projects to keep our community thriving. Your success is our mission. Points West Community Bank, where community and banking connect. Member FDIC.
Welcome back here to Akron. Bulldogs lead 8-6 coming into this second period. Bryce Bivins here with Todd Workman and Mason Bornhoft. Randall back to throw. This one is going to be caught, and wow. Did that happen fast?
Mason, what'd you see?
Yeah, that was an unplanned hook and ladder, I think. Jace Curtis caught it. He was going down. He just threw it up to Jackson Livesay for gain of good yards, though. It was really risky, very risky.
Man, that brings it all the way down to 3rd and 2.
Wow. Big play there.
And did they come out fast with that, Todd? That's where you get them. You know, you save those kinds of plays for, something right out of a timeout, something where something's dead. Kind of, the Bulldogs aren't on edge. Now they are. Randall in this shotgun. Curtis right next to him. It's going to be a direct snap to Curtis. Curtis going to run up the middle. Met at the line. What a hit. And that was that's Corbin Anderson, I think, in there on that hit.
Corbin Anderson and
There's going to be a flag here. Bulldogs are going to send them back. That's going to make it from 4th and 2 to 3rd and possibly 15.
Baron Starkeybaum in there on that play, too.
And so that's a huge penalty, Todd. It was initially going to be just 4th and 2 on
another big penalty.
The stuff, but now, okay, so 3rd and 11's where they mark it. The Rams come out here in the spread. Bulldogs with 2 down linemen on the defensive side. Randall going to drop back, take the snap, throws this one, and it's tipped up in the air. Great defense by Coleman Firm.
Good hand by Cole there.
And
good
it's 4th down. 4th and 11 here for the Akron Rams. And this is kind of tough field position if you're the Akron Rams here. You can't, I mean, you can go for it, but you don't want to put the Bulldogs in, plus territory.
Yeah, you don't want to leave the field short for them. Am I feeling rain?
I think you are. Can't have a broadcast without rain. Back to punt. Here is Livesay. Livesay punts this one deep. Back to receive. It's Chase Goddard. It bounces off Goddard. Goddard finally grabs it, and rolls to his right.
Oh, he's got a wall set up too.
And the wall's being set up. Goddard being pushed all the way and tackled down at the 45-yard line. That's a net punt of 6 yards, Todd.
That was a great job. Good job setting the wall up, Mason.
Did a really good job setting that wall up, like you said. They had blockers all the way down the right side. Chase did a really good job following them.
Yeah, good start.
Like we said, so a net punt of 6 yards after the punt and return makes you wish you just would have thrown the ball and maybe got it picked off, but at least you tried to get a first down.
That would have been better off than doing that.
Colin Cone in the shotgun, one to his left, two spread out to his right. It's going to be a bubble screen over to Goddard. Goddard going to hit the ground, and they're going to finally call it dead. And for a second there, Todd, I was kind of worried that they weren't going to call it dead.
Well, they were kind of all over that. There was 3 Rams out there. They weren't fooled by that at all. Think about these teams. They played with each other enough, and I think, Weirs and Christensen know Stone and Bornhoft's tendencies, and I think you're going to have to put a wrinkle in here shortly by each team to make things happen. So
Cone takes the handoff, gets it over to Zach Stats. Stats up the middle. And Jackson Livesay comes up with the tackle, but a good gain from Zach Stats, a good gain of what looks like 4 yards. It's 3rd and 6 coming up.
Unless you can run for 4 or 5 yards every time, then you don't have to add a wrinkle, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, we saw that wrinkle already from the Akron Rams. We'll see if the Bulldogs have one up their sleeve. Colin Cone in the gun again. They're going to motion Zach Stats behind him, and it's going to be a sweep to the left. Zach Stats has some room. Up the side, breaks it out, pushed out of bounds. And that's going to move the chains. It's 1st down. Haxtun fighting Bulldogs, and that's going to be on the 33-yard line.
Looked like a good job out there by Zach Ferrier. Mason, was he the one that pulled out there, got in front of him?
I do believe so, yep. I think that was Zach Ferrier.
And a run here from Coleman Firm. That one's going to be a short gain from Coleman. Gain of what looks like 1.5 yards here. We're going to say 2. It's 2nd and 8 here for the Haxtun Bulldogs.
Yeah, they were kind of close to the line there. It's like Akron could probably hear their play, move back a little bit, but.
Colin Cone in the gun. Cone takes a snap, drops back to pass, has a receiver, and he's going to overshoot him, and man, was that close. That intended receiver was Carter Locke, and out there to dive for it was Colton Randall being the safety. He had his fingertips on it, Todd.
They were all over that. They had double coverage there, didn't they, Mace?
We're not fooled by that pass at all. They were double covered. They had everyone covered. No fooling Akron right there.
Yeah.
Bulldogs come out here in the gun again. They're going to motion. That's Coleman Firm, but they hand it up the middle to Zach Stats. Stats has a lane. Stats to the end zone. That's a touchdown from the 31-yard line. Zach Stats.
What was that, like a counter, Mace?
Faked the sweep to Coleman Firm around the side and then handed it off to Zach Stats up the middle from what I saw. It was a really well-designed play there.
Yep, they had
We're
all the
seeing
flow coming to this side and then broke it back the other way. It was a good play.
That's a new wrinkle from the Bulldogs, Todd.
Yeah.
That's we haven't seen that. They motion behind the quarterback. You just can't go back towards the line of scrimmage. So when they say hut, they, as long as the running back is still going backwards, they can call hut. It's a handoff up the middle, and on this 2-point conversion, it's going to be good. And there it is. Bulldogs successfully get 2 points, and on that carry, who was carrying that, Mason?
That was the workhorse for the Bulldogs. That was Coleman Firm there that punched it in for 2.
Coleman Firm with a 2-point conversion, 16-6 here with 9 minutes and 28 seconds left. Bulldogs lead the Akron Rams. We'll be right back here on Highway 6 Sports.
Need a roof you can rely on? Spelch Roofing has Haxtun covered. For years, we've delivered top-notch roofing for homes and businesses with licensed, bonded, and insured experts you can trust. From storm repairs to new installs, we bring quality and care to every project. Plus, we're proud sponsors of Highway 6 Sports, cheering on our local teams. Ready to protect your property? Call Spelch Roofing at 970-774-6554 for a free estimate, or visit spelchroofing.com.
Welcome back here to Akron. Bulldogs are going to kick off after that touchdown. Colin Cone kicks this one deep and out of the end zone. And there it is. They'll have the ball at the 20-yard line, Todd.
It's a good place to start, Bryce. I like it.
Well, Todd, starting to get some rain on us.
I know. It's every single game, it seems like. And I didn't bring any extra gear, so I hope it don't rain too hard. I'll be soaked.
Yep, I agree with you.
Bryce, do we still have that umbrella by one of our sponsors or no?
We don't. They might be listening. Maybe they still got it in their car over there. That's 5-Star Rentals that we borrowed their umbrellas last time. But you know what? I think we'll be okay. Here's Colton Randall, takes a snap, and it's going to be a handoff, what looks like that's Livesay, and he's going to get a short gain of about 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 8 coming up here.
Well, last night I reffed the junior high game. Akron and Haxtun played junior high game, and it was a good football game, 20-18. And they got another little Livesay kid that's an 8th grader. He's a big, tough kid, too. He's going to be a good player.
And it's starting to come down here, Mason. I agree. I can't believe the rain coming down. You can see it in the camera if you're watching on YouTube. They're going to motion Curtis to the formation. He's going to pull it, and Randall runs it up the middle. Short gain. It's 3rd down and 6 yards.
Yeah, we talk about Akron not being fooled. The Bulldogs were not fooled by that at all. They were all over that play.
3rd and 6. Bulldogs playing good defense right now. Can't let up. 16-6 is the current score. 8 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the second period. The Rams finally break their huddle. They're taking the entire play clock.
Yeah.
As they've got one split out to the left. That's Kuzel. And Randall's going to take the snap. Looks back to throw. It's going to be a pass here to Porteous. And that's going to be a 1st down to the Akron Rams. And, man, that little mesh route that he's running across the field, it's open against the Bulldogs zone.
Well, those outside receivers, they're taking off like they're going on a fly route, pulling the DBs back, and he's just kind of wiggling in underneath there.
1st and 10 here on the 33-yard line for the Akron Rams. Randall in the shotgun. Going to be a direct snap here to Curtis. Curtis going to run it around the right-hand side. Curtis has the lane and pushed out of bounds. That's going to be near the 1st down marker. Let's see where they put him, Todd. Another 1st down. 2 plays, 2 first downs. The Bulldogs, I may have cursed them. I said that they were doing a good job defensively, and then here we are.
They're really I don't know, Mace. Keep an eye on that end over there. See what they're doing at the end. Are they doubling or what? I can't really tell because I couldn't see through the rest of the team. But I think they might be doubling that end to try and get him sealed.
Randall in the shotgun. Motions Curtis through the formation. It's going to be a swing to Curtis. Curtis going to be stuffed at the line. What a tackle from Zach Stats right there, Todd.
It's a great one-on-one play.
Man.
Curtis wanted to make him miss, and Zach said, nope, I got you. So it was a good play by Zach. But it's a good thing he did that because there wasn't anybody back there, was there, Mason? He'd have been gone.
He had a lot of green grass behind Zach Stats right there if he didn't make that tackle.
Yeah.
Rams come to the line here in the shotgun. Randall and Livesay in the backfield. Split out to the right is Curtis. Randall's going to pump, fake Curtis. Now he's going to run to his right. Now he's going to throw it, and this one's going to be – did they say he caught that ball, Todd?
I think he did catch it.
At the 20-yard line, run after catch all the way down to the 5, and the Akron Rams are in pretty good field position. Wow.
What a play. Good play by that Randall kid. I don't know how he got that off that far. That was a heck of a pass.
I don't know how he wasn't past the line of scrimmage, Todd. He ran to his right, and I guess he strung it out far enough.
Had to be close.
And ball's on the 7, first and goal for the Akron Rams. Randall in the shotgun. Randall hard counts, takes the snap, hands it over to Curtis. Curtis met at the line. Wow. What a great hit there from, let's see, that's number 30, Zach Stats. Wow.
Another good play. Zach's having himself a ball game on defense tonight. Well, on both sides, actually. Doing a really good job out there, an outside backer for the Bulldogs.
Rams come to the line here. Randall in the shotgun again. This time he's got 3 running backs with him. That's Livesay and himself. And he's going to take it up himself. He runs around to the right. Full head of steam all the way to the end zone. This is going to be, they say touchdown, Todd, or is it for on the 1?
Nope, they called that a touchdown.
They called that
he
touchdown.
got in there.
Okay.
And the official on your side, Mason, didn't even, I guess he didn't try. Didn't feel like trying today, lifting his arms up, letting everybody know.
Try a little bit.
I need to see a little effort from him today, but
why don't you go Jar's ear? Go tell him how you feel, Mason.
Yeah.
Guys, I might just have to do that.
Not to bother you, but could you put your arms up?
16-12 in favor of the Bulldogs. Going for 2 is the Akron Rams. Randall back to throw. He's going to be met here, and Randall throws across his body. A wide open receiver. This one's caught, and it's good. Wow. Huge play from Randall across his body, Aaron Rodgers style. They say you shouldn't do it. He got it. 16
that is a hard
to
throw.
14. Wow. Bulldogs lead by 2. Here with 5 minutes and 28 seconds left, 16-14. And Todd, just like the championship game, the Rams aren't going away, and this is going to be a knockdown, drag-out in the rain all night long.
I like the knockdown, drag out all night long part, but we could skip the rain.
Yeah, you got that right. I'd like to thank our business sponsors, Canode Realty and Auction, Haxtun Building Center, Kurtzer's, Colt by IWS, Hoffmeister Insurance, Points West Bank of Haxton, Main Street Graphics, Coberstein Farms, Angus LLC, Haxton Communications, Red J Welding, 5-Star Rental, Wilson's Repair, Spelt Roofing, Haxton Credit Union, Bivins Lawns LLC, First National Bank of Fleming, HBF Feedlot, Haxton Locker Plant, Wyatt Sprinklers, Goddard Farms, Nico Kalon. Thank you to all our sponsors here on Highway 6 Sports. We're blessed to have you. And that's brought us here to Akron. Bulldogs lead by 2. Colin Cone back deep to receive. We saw a squib kick from the Rams last time, and we're going to see it again. It was an onside kick, and the Rams are going to get a penalty here, and Bulldogs are going to have a heck of field position coming up, Todd.
Flirting with disaster, Bryce. I finally caught up to him.
Man. You know, that. Did we not call it, Todd? Squib kick and then an onside kick. It's almost like we wrote that script last week with the Rams.
That was a bunt. It was a foul. It was a foul ball.
On strike 2.
Yes.
5 minutes and 28 seconds left. Bulldogs, great starting field position on the Akron Ram 45-yard line. Colin Cone in the shotgun. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Colin Cone fumbles the ball. Ball's on the ground. He comes up with it. Bulldogs are lucky.
That
Keep
sometimes is the problem with that dive option. If you don't get a clean exchange there, he pulled it out really late there from Coleman.
Yep. And so Bulldogs escape disaster there, and it's going to bring it all the way back to the 49-yard line where it's 2nd and 14. Bulldogs here in the shotgun. Colin Cone and Zach Stats. Going to be a quick sweep over to the right-hand side to Zach. Zach running to his right, finally gets out of bounds, gets the yardage back from the loss on the last play, and it's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Haxtun Bulldogs.
Good job stringing that out there by this defensive end over here. Is that Porteous? Is that how you say his name? Porteous
Yep, Mason.
Kid?
Yep.
You're doing a pretty good job over here on this end.
Bulldogs lead 16-14 here with 4 minutes and 51 seconds left in the second period. Colin Cone in the gun, and they're going to motion Zach Stats behind him. Going to be a sweep to Stats. He's got lead blockers. Stats pushed around the left-hand side and finally pushed out of bounds. A gain of about 4 yards. It's going to be 4th and 6. And what are they coming out? What are they coming at us here with, Mason?
You talking defensively or on the Bulldogs offense?
The Bulldogs. Yep.
I would say they got to pass here, Bryce. I don't know. You got to, like we said in the keys of the game, they got to establish a couple passes, but it's going to be tough in the rain.
Yeah, we might see throughout the ball game, we might see more runs just because hard to keep your hands on the ball in the passing game. 4th and 6. Colin Cone in the shotgun with Zach Stats right next to him. They're going to motion Coleman firm through the formation. He sits in the slot. The ball is going to be on the ground. Colin Cone going to grab it. He runs to his left, runs back to his right, and now he's going to be finally tackled down, and that's a turnover, Todd. Man.
Yep. Tough break there, but Akron's going to get the ball right where they bunted it.
Yep.
The kickoff.
I guess it finally worked out, but a couple minutes off the clock. But Rams take over at the 45-yard line, their own 46-yard line. And you're right, that's pretty much exactly where the onside kick happened and where the ball ended up.
Yep.
Full circle ending here.
Right.
Rams come out here. We haven't seen them under center one time yet. Randall's going to take the snap, fakes the handoff, and he's going to throw here to the motion player that was Curtis.
That play was blown up because of the pressure. Austin Knox got great pressure, didn't let Colton get his feet under him. That's what the Bulldogs got to do if they're going to stop the pass attack.
Continue that. And that was in Mason's keys to the game. We saw in film the Akron Rams are going to continue to run the ball. To throw the ball, and the Bulldogs got to get pressure on them in order to disrupt it. And, we haven't seen as many passes as I thought yet, Todd, but that might be coming. And with the rain, it's completely added a whole new layer of difficulty here for both teams.
Yeah,
Randall in the shotgun with Curtis to his left. Livesay out split to the right-hand side. Randall's going to take it, and he's going to be tackled down by Seth Seeger. And that is Austin Knox. Knocks him initially, and then help from Seth Seeger. What a great team. Great to have them both back.
Austin Knox grabbed both of those guys. He tackled both of them and held on to them until Seth could get there and help take them down. That was pretty cool.
Yes, he did. That was another key to the game, but it was an Akron key to the game. Right. I think the Bulldogs used that to their advantage right there. They grabbed two guys and brought them down.
Wow, good play.
And so hopefully none of our equipment just explodes here, Todd, with the rain coming down. You can see it on the camera. It looks like it's just absolute mayhem on the camera. I don't think it's that bad. but it's 3rd and 15 for the Akron Rams. Randall takes a snap, looks to pass, throws deep, and he's got a receiver. This one batted in the air and almost caught by Kuzel after Stats batted it.
Hey,
and he tried to catch it. Yeah. Great play. And now it's 4th and 15 for the Akron Rams. Bulldogs lead by 2, 16-14 with 3 minutes and 41 seconds left here in the second period. And we didn't see any timeouts from Coach Stone. he wasn't playing that game here with about 3 minutes left. He knows he's going to get this ball back here with time, and he's going to save his timeouts, try to score here. This kick from Livesay almost blocked, and it might have been tipped, but it goes to the 41-yard line, and that's great field position too here, Todd.
That's a net punt of 8 yards, I think.
Yep.
Whole lot of action right here at the middle of the field.
Yep.
Not a lot going on.
The rain coming down hard here in Akron. Todd and I just taking the brunt of it.
I might melt, Bryce.
Let's see. Colin Cone takes a snap. Quick pitch over to Zach Stats. Zach has a lane. Now finally he fumbles the ball. Ball's on the ground. Akron Rams come up with it. Wow.
Here we go. Here we go.
Man, this reminds me of the Melrose game. Man, we had rain before the Melrose game.
Punched out, or did you just lose it?
I think it might have been punched out, but there were too many guys around him. It kind of just looked like when he went to when he was going to the ground, it popped out from what it looked like to me.
That ball is slick, I would have to say. And unfortunately for the Bulldogs, falls in the Rams' favor. Fumble recovery by the Akron Rams. The Rams are down 2, but they're within range here at the 42-yard line of the Haxtun Bulldogs in plus territory.
I think that's probably going to be a problem going forward. I haven't looked at the radar. I don't know if it's going to set in here and rain all night or what, but ball protection and ball security is going to be an issue, I think, going forward.
Direct snap here to Curtis. Curtis running around the right-hand side, gets a good gain here up to, about the 36-yard line. 2nd and 4 coming up from the Akron Rams. 3 minutes and 13 seconds left here in the second period.
It's a good test for Bulldog defense here, see how they buckle down here and keep them out of the end zone right before half. Definitely don't want to send Akron to the locker room with any momentum.
Rams come to the line here, walking 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Randall takes a snap, drops back to pass. Randall going to get pressured by Carter Locke, and it's going to be a quick pitch there to Kuzel, and Kuzel's got it for a first down. Mason, go ahead and say it. Who did that look like?
That looked like that one Chiefs quarterback, but I'm not going to say his name this time.
Thank you, Chris Collinsworth, as that was a definite shovel pass that we would see from Patrick to Travis Kelce. He's made it famous. Everyone wants to be like that, just like Steph in basketball. Everyone wants to shoot threes. And here we go. First down for the Akron Rams on the 25-yard line. Randall back to pass. Randall looks in the end zone, and Randall's going to be sacked in there by Carter Locke. Huge play.
It's the key. One of Mason's keys. You got to keep pressure on that Colton kid. You cannot let him get loose or let him get his feet set under him and launch it downfield because he's got a great arm. Good job by Carter there.
A loss at 2 on the play. 2nd and 12 here for the Akron Rams on the 28-yard line. Randall back to pass again. Randall looks in the end zone. Another shovel pass, and this one, there's going to be, oh, man. Was this caught, Mason?
Another completed shovel pass from Colton Randall to Jackson Livesay right in front of me right here.
Wow, and then I believe a personal foul on the Bulldogs, hitting the quarterback late. And so that's going to push him up even farther. And boy, are the Bulldogs.
I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think that's a late. He was running the ball. I don't think that's a late hit. But that was just like that was weird. He shoveled past that 12 yards.
Yeah, I think they've practiced it a little bit.
Weird play.
It's definitely working in the favor of the Rams, and I don't think that was on the scouting report.
No.
Randall here in the shotgun, Curtis to his right. Randall takes a snap, rolls to his right, be ready for him to throw. He cocks up like he's going to throw, now running backwards, and finally he breaks 2 tackles, runs into his own man, ball on the ground.
Oh, man.
And a lineman jumps on top of it. That's number 70, Nolan Camacho. Without him, the Rams' drive would have died right there.
Yes. Camacho on the scene right there. Good save for the Rams.
Ball on the 18-yard line, and it's second down and goal. 1 minute exactly left here in the second period. Rams have it. Randall going to take the snap, drops back the pass. This one going to be caught by Porteous on the mesh route, and they're all the way down here to the, the three-yard line. Mason, where are we at?
We're on the 4-yard line, Bryce, right on the 4.
The 4-yard line, 37 seconds left. Bulldogs, huge goal line stand. Randall in the shotgun. Kuzel split out to the right. It's going to be a direct snap to Livesay, and there's a flag on the play. They're gonna call it a touchdown, but there's a flag here.
I think it's a hold. Yep, holding on Akron. Another big penalty on the Rams.
Wow. That brings them all the way back to the 14-yard line, and that's not going to be good for the Rams. But, Todd, they've been passing pretty successfully on the Bulldogs in this possession, and so maybe that gives them a little more room to work.
Big penalties on Akron here in the first half. At halftime they're going to go in, and I'm sure Coach is going to say, guys, we got to quit holding, clean up our penalties a little bit. And I think this would be maybe a little bit different game, but they've had 3 or 4 big holding penalties. And that's really not good when you're down there, Mason, on the 4. It's a big penalty, right?
It's not good anytime you get 14 penalties.
Right.
Not good anytime you get penalties.
Timeout here. We're going to take a timeout as well. We'll send it to our sponsors. We'll be right back here on Highway 6 Sports.
Ready to buy, sell, or invest in Haxtun, Colorado? Trust Canode Realty and Auction, LLC. Led by Haxtun Athletics sponsors Laura and Tyler Canode, our team delivers expert real estate and auction services with unmatched local knowledge. From cozy homes to sprawling ranches, we've got you covered. Call 970-774-4500 today. Canode Realty and Auction, your Haxtun home starts here.
Welcome back here. The Akron Rams in on the 14-yard line, and the Haxtun Bulldogs still in the lead, 16-14. And they had a fumble, and they also had a penalty to push them all the way back to the 14. They had it on the 4-yard line. And so, Rams here in the shotgun. Randall is going to be a direct snap to Curtis. Curtis, it's going to be a sweep pass, and open in the end zone's Kuzel, and the ball not caught. Incomplete pass stops the clock at the 16-yard line. It is 4th and goal.
I don't think he got his hand on that ball real well. The ball's slick, and I don't think he got his hand around it real well when he threw it. But, big 4th down here for the Bulldogs.
And there it looks like there's a penalty, and Coach Stone trying to decide if he wants to accept it, and he is. Or no, did he? Yep, he did.
Yeah, he did.
So it's going to be 3rd and even longer now. It could have been 4th and goal from the 14. Coach Stone says, accept the penalty. There's 16 seconds left. Now it's 3rd and 24. 3rd and goal from the 24.
I think right here you have got to watch the middle of the field if you're the Bulldogs. They're going to run, I would guess, some guys off deep to the end zone and try and sneak a guy underneath like they have been doing.
Randall in the shotgun, drops back to pass. 2 guys deep in the end zone. Randall going to get taken down, and he throws the ball anyway. That's great job by Randall to get rid of that ball. They do have timeouts they could have used, but there's 9 seconds left. That stops the clock, and I think he did get – or did he lose yards on the – well, he can't lose yards. He threw the ball.
Yeah, he did, but they were good pressure there. But I think one of those kids ran a wrong route. Mason, I don't know if you saw that, but it looked like they had 2 kids standing in the same area. I bet one of them was supposed to cut under.
I have to agree with you there. They look kind of confused to me, but I don't know. Could have been something they drew up, but I'm not really sure.
Here we go. It's 4th and long from the 24-yard line, 4th and goal. Trips to the left. Randall takes a snap in the shotgun, drops back to pass, 3-step drops, loads for the end zone. Livesay, got it! What in the world? That's a touchdown, double covered. How do you do that?
I think we got another penalty.
Oh, my goodness. He picks up the penalty. Oh my goodness! What a catch by Jackson Livesay.
Well, I'm telling you, we just got to turn around. We had two guys there, and we just didn't turn around, and that kid went after the ball, and it was a good play on his part.
Man, that took a lot of grit from Jackson Livesay to stay in there. It was 4th and 24, and they scored the touchdown. Rams lead 20-16 with 3 seconds left, and they're going for 2. Back in the shotgun is Randall with Curtis to his left. Over to the left-hand side is Kuzel. It's going to be a direct snap to Livesay. Livesay takes it in. He was in the slot. That's really hard with this rain for the center to get that snap to the tight slot.
Yeah, wow. You snapped that to the slot, Mason?
You did snap that to the slot. I wasn't too sure. I was kind of, the player's in my way, so it looked like it was snapped to the slot, though.
That's a tough snap.
The Akron Rams lead 22-16 with 3 seconds left here in the second period. Lots of game left to play. We guessed it, Todd. This one is going to come down to the wire. This might be game of the year material.
Yeah, it's a great game. Good football game so far on both sides. Akron needs to clean up their penalties, and Haxton's got to get the middle of the field figured out on defense. They've had some big first downs Akron has in the middle of the zone there. So I'm sure Coach Bornhoft will be addressing that at the halftime.
Wouldn't doubt it, Todd.
Yeah.
And so what will the Rams do here with 3 seconds left? I'd imagine a squib kick. A squib kick you have to grab it. And so Mason Porteous going to kick this one deep for the Rams. Porteous' kick going to be a squib. Oh my goodness, it's another one, Todd.
I called it. I said a bunt.
Wow. Why would you do that?
I have no idea. I think he whipped.
That gives the Bulldogs the ball on the 45-yard line and 3 seconds. Squib that thing all the way to the opposite 30 and take the timeout. That is crazy.
I don't know what he's doing. I'm guessing that his coaches are probably asking him the same thing.
That could have been something that they drew up, though. We don't know. Not only are we on the opposing side, Todd, we didn't talk to their coaches. We don't know their offensive scheme, their defensive scheme, their special team scheme. And so,
Bryce, I've watched a lot of football through the years, and I don't think I've ever definitely not seen 2 called bunts on a kickoff ever.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 whip, but not 2 called bunts.
Well, to be honest, Todd, maybe the rain, maybe he doesn't want to plant really hard and because you could slip pretty easily. That we got to take in the conditions into this game. It's October, so the grass is not near as thick as it would be in the beginning of the season in August. And so, there's a lot of things that go into kicking the ball. It's definitely not easy, especially when it's raining out here. Bulldogs have it on the 46-yard line. Do they have a 46-yard play in their back pocket? Up to the line of scrimmage is Haxton. Colin Cone in the gun, going to roll to his right. Colin Cone got some receivers, but he's going to be sacked here. And that is number 27, Mason Porteous with the sack. Rams have the momentum going into halftime. It's 22-16 here at the end of the first half. We're going to send it to our sponsors. We'll be back with a new live stream. And with that new live stream, we'll have our Wilson's Repair halftime show. We'll be right back here on Highway 6 Sports.
contractors to handy lawn and garden tools for weekend warriors, renting has never been easier. We're a family-owned business located just 4 miles south of Haxtun on Highway 59, offering you friendly service and a hassle-free process. Give us a call today at 970-854-2145. Remember, at 5-Star Rentals, service meets reliability.
Market declines, inflation, political turmoil. Today's headlines can be scary. Hi, I'm Mackenzie Bivins, Edward Jones Associate Financial Advisor, and Charlene Riemenschneider Financial Advisor. We'll work with you to help you understand the impact of short-term events and how to prepare for the long term. We provide the tools for a reasoned, disciplined approach to investing. Don't let the market declines, inflation, political turmoil. Today's headlines can be scary. Hi, I'm Mackenzie Bivins, Edward Jones Associate Financial Advisor, and Charlene Riemenschneider Financial Advisor. We'll work with you to help you understand the impact of short-term events and how to prepare for the long term. We provide the tools for a reasoned, disciplined approach to investing. Don't let the headlines derail your long-term financial plan. Call us today at 308-345-6730 to schedule an appointment. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
At the First National Bank of Fleming, we're proud to be family-owned and rooted in agriculture just like you. Enjoy free checking with e-statements and earn more with great CD and savings rates. Locally trusted and here for generations. First National Bank of Fleming, where community grows. Member FDIC.
Hey folks, this is Deanna with Haxtun Communications, your hometown phone and internet provider. Depending upon your location, we have fiber, DSL, and wireless internet for the rural areas. We service Haxtun, Fleming, Crook, and their surrounding areas. New customers and returning customers, mention you heard this ad and get up to 50% off your first year's internet service with us. Terms do apply, so call now, 970-774-7611 today. Go Bulldogs!
Welcome back here, folks. I'm Bryce Bivins here with Todd Workman, Mason Bornhoft, our sideline reporter, as we've got this score of 22-16, and the Rams are in the lead, Todd.
Good first half of football there. Rams got a big break there right before the half and come up with a big play to put 6 points on the board with 3 seconds left and went into the locker room with a big momentum swing there, which in a game like this could be a big deal. So the Bulldogs got to come out and really reestablish momentum and reestablish themselves right out of the gate here after half.
I agree with you, Todd, that, our pass defense, this was something that I was initially worried about because of the Samford game that gave me a little bit of scares. And that pass to Jackson Livesay, that was an absolute amazing pass and catch from the Akron Rams. I can't believe he was double covered. I cannot believe that that worked.
Well, I think they just needed to. We were there. The Bulldogs were there. They just needed to turn around. I think it surprised him that he got the ball off and got it thrown in there. But Randall, you can't ever count him out when throwing the ball. That guy could throw the ball all over the field from any angle. So you got to be ready for the ball at all times with him.
We had a touchdown in there from Coleman, touchdown from Zach for the Bulldogs. Who else do we have? We wrote it all down, folks, but the rain has completely destroyed all of our everything. I mean, we can't even see the players' names hardly anymore. For the Akron Rams, we had a safety in there. The Bulldogs had a safety.
Zach.
That was the very first play, and Zach's playing outstanding. Todd,
great job.
Coming off an injury to be able to do stuff like that and get get in there and continue to get tackles, and he's playing great. I love to see it from that kid. And, everyone that came off injury, Austin Knox and also Seth Seeger, they're getting in there, getting sacks. They've got tackles, a lot of pressures on the quarterback. But coming into this, they have got to, they got to continue that pressure, because what we saw in that second quarter towards the end there, it can't happen for the rest of the game.
Well, Mason talked about it before the game, but I think you got pressure, but also I'm pretty sure Coach Bornhoft's talking about the middle of the field. They're running those receivers deep, and we're staying with them, but that's opening it up underneath, and we're not having anybody in the middle, and they've got to get that figured out in the second half.
The Akron Rams lead 22-16. What an amazing job by both teams. This is, Todd, we talked about it. This is the game of the year before the championship game. That's kind of what everyone figured. There's tons of media outlets here tonight that they came here for a reason, Todd, to see a good game, and that's what we're getting.
No, it's the best 8-man game in the state of Colorado tonight, so a lot of attention on it, but two great 8-man teams, perennial powerhouses in 8-man, and they're not disappointing. It's a great football game.
So with that, folks, we'll send it to our sponsors again. 5 minutes left on the clock. We'll go ahead and send it to our sponsors. Be right back here on Highway 6 Sports.
Building something special in Haxtun? Haxtun Building Center is your go-to for all your construction needs. From lumber to tools, we're the one-stop shop with everything to get the job done right. Our team is dedicated to exceptional service, offering expert advice and quality products. We're proud to support our community, helping you build not just projects, but a bigger future for Haxtun. Choose local. Stop by Haxtun Building Center or call us at 970-774-7655. Let's build something together.
Hey, Bulldog Nation. It's that time of year again for sports, school spirit, and cheering on our hometown teams. From the first whistle to the final buzzer, your friends at Haxtun Credit Union are rooting for you. Good luck in all your activities from the courts to the classroom. Stay local with Haxtun Credit Union, home of the Bulldog checking.
At Hoffmeister Insurance, we've got your back with tailored crop insurance that protects your livelihood. Our experienced agents take the time to understand your needs, crafting the perfect policy to keep your farm secure. From hail to drought, we're here to help you weather any storm. Ready for peace of mind? Call Hoffmeister Insurance, 970-774-6600 for your personalized consultation today. Hoffmeister Insurance, protecting your harvest season after season.
Kurtzers invites you to come check out the Walker Model R. The Walker Model R is perfect for any homeowner looking for the Walker mower cut with maneuverability at a residential price. The Walker Model R comes with a 42, 48, or 54-inch tilt-up deck for easy maintenance. Come to Kurtzers and request a test drive today. Kurtzers is your local source for Walker mowers, located 3 miles east of Haxtun on Highway 6. Count on Walker mowers for fast, easy, beautiful mowing.
School is back. That means sports are too. Kick off the new season with brand new custom sports apparel from Main Street Graphics. Whether you're on the field, in the stands, or just showing your school pride, we've got the perfect styles for you. High-quality custom designs to help you stand out and support your team in style. Don't wait. Stop by Main Street Graphics at 804 West Main in Sterling or give us a call at 970-522-6207. Main Street Graphics, where school spirit meets style.
At Points West Community Bank, we're all about you, our neighbors, friends, and dreamers. We're here to fuel your financial journey with personalized banking that puts your goals first. From home loans to checking accounts, we offer tailored solutions with a smile. Plus, we proudly sponsor local events and support new projects to keep our community thriving. Your success is our mission. Points West Community Bank, where community and banking connect. Member FDIC. Need a roof you can rely on? Spelt Roofing has Haxtun covered. For years, we've delivered top-notch roofing for homes and businesses with licensed, bonded, and insured experts you can trust. From storm repairs to new installs, we bring quality and care to every project. Plus, we're proud sponsors of Highway 6 Sports, cheering on our local teams. Ready to protect your property? Call Spelt Roofing at 970-774-6554 for a free estimate, or visit speltroofing.com.
Highway 6 is rolling. See the highlights fly so high. Pound throwing on the sidelines, reaching up into the sky. Every play, every drive, keep the spotlight burning bright.
And welcome back here to Akron, Colorado. I'm Bryce Bivins here with Todd Workman. Todd, what do the Bulldogs need to do to get in this one, back into this, get the lead and stop the Akron Rams offensively?
Well, they get the ball back here, so they've got to take care of the ball security, not put the ball on the ground, and they need to big old long sustained drive down here, take a little wind out of Akron's sails, and get the momentum back in the game. So, ball security and line play, I think, is going to be big second half here.
Todd, you said it. Ball security is going to be the biggest thing. With this rain that's pouring down, Mason, our sideline reporter, has turned into sideline umbrella holder for the camera and for us. And, we might not hear Mason again. But, Mason, wow, what a great job you did. I'm so proud of everything
you did a good job.
You brought to this broadcast. And our sideline reporter will now be helping keep this broadcast going. We couldn't do it without him. And, honestly, I was worried there that this phone on the iPad, on the tripod filming the YouTube thing, I thought it was going to explode. Maybe it would overheat because not only is it plugged in, but it's just getting drenched with rain. And so, big shout out to Mason Bornhoft as he kind of bites the bullet for us and keeps on going. But 22-16, Bulldogs had a lot of adjustments to make at halftime, and the biggest one, pass defense. Wouldn't you say, Todd?
Yep, they're going to have to figure out the middle of the ball field there. It's kind of soft. They're running a guy under 12 to 15 yards across the field on an in route, and Bulldogs are going to have to figure out some way to pick him up off the line of scrimmage for sure.
I agree. We'll send it to a sponsor. We'll be right back here with the second half coming up next.
Ready to buy, sell, or invest in Haxtun, Colorado? Trust Canode Realty and Auction, LLC. Led by Haxtun Athletics sponsors Laura and Tyler Canode, our team delivers expert real estate and auction services with unmatched local knowledge. From cozy homes to sprawling ranches, we've got you covered. Call 970-774-4500 today. Canode Realty and Auction, your Haxtun home starts here. Are you looking to have the ugliest yard in town? Well, then you better not call Wyatt Sprinklers. Wyatt has some of the most green, the most lush, the most perfect lawns all over Northeast Colorado. Transform your lawn with Wyatt Sprinklers. He does brand new installs. He also does maintenance on existing systems. Wyatt, I've also seen him do some brand new installs on sod. So if you're looking to get some new grass, give him a call, 970-520-2634 today for a perfect lawn.
Welcome back here to Akron. Let's get this one kicked off, folks. Back to kick Mason Porteous for the Akron Rams. Back deep for the Bulldogs is Colin Cone. And this one's going to be let's see. Colin Cone's got it, or that's Chase Goddard's got it. Runs up the right-hand side, pushed out of bounds near the 50. Man, Todd, did you even see who got the ball on the kickoff? That thing stayed on the ground.
I couldn't tell who picked it up, but he almost broke that. That was close.
It didn't get all the way back to it didn't get all the way back to the deep man. That's Colin Cone. And I swear to you, Todd, it stayed on the ground the entirety. And I guarantee you that's what they've been trying to do this entire time. Mason Porteous found his footing and a great kickoff, but better return from the Bulldogs. Yeah. Colin Cone takes a snap. This one's going to be a handoff up the middle. And running up here is, let's see, looks like Stats up the middle. Does a good job to keep that ball in his arms. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming your way.
Bulldogs got to do. They got to get the good push on the line here. Take some time off the clock and drive down and punch it in the end zone.
Colin Cone in the pistol. Takes the snap, hands it off to Zach Stats again. Back to their roots. And it's a good gain. Yep, 3rd and 2 coming up. And so they're on their own 49-yard line here. It's 3rd down, 22-16 in favor of the Akron Rams. 11 minutes to go here in the 3rd period. Colin Cone in the pistol, takes the handoff. He's going to give it over to Coleman. Coleman's going to be right at the sticks, and what are they going to do here? They've got a decision to make, and that is the officials I'm talking about. See if they give it to him. It's going to be 1st down. Wow. Did they make that one entertainment, Todd?
That was close, real close. I can't believe they didn't measure it.
Yeah. Bulldogs haven't seen a measurement this year, and if you watch the NFL, they do virtual measurements. We haven't seen too many measurements. We saw one in the championship game last year against Akron. Colin Cone takes the snap. He's going to take it, hand it off up the middle to Coleman. Coleman, good job, good gain. And Carter Locke, did you see him blocking Livesay all the way back? Sometimes, you block to the whistle, but that one reminds me of the Blind Side movie where he blocks him all the way into, man, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. That was kind of a wild pull when it comes to references, but
yeah, it was. But you know what? These kids are getting after each other.
They are.
No love lost between these two teams.
A lot of history. Colin Cone in the shotgun, doubles to the left, doubles to the right. Cone takes the snap, going to be a quick pass, and caught by Zach Stats, gain of 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 4 coming up for the Haxtun Bulldogs.
A little bit of a quick hitter there, kind of just like another run for 4 yards. 3rd and 5 here for the Bulldogs.
9 minutes and 33 seconds left. 22-16, Rams lead. Bulldogs come out in the pistol. Cone to his right, Stats behind him. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Coleman. Coleman has a lane. Coleman's going to be drugged down by, that is Colton Randall. As a plane flies above us here.
That was a good job by securing the ball by Cole.
Yes.
Too, because he was trying to punch it out, and he did a good job hanging on to it.
Cone going to keep it himself. It's going to be a quick pitch, and that might lose yardage, maybe about 3 yards there on the pitch.
Broken play, maybe?
Yeah, I think the handoff up the middle, maybe it took just a little too long, Todd. And so it was supposed to be an option around the outside, the left-hand side. And since, at that point, if you're supposed to pull it, I don't know exactly what the play call was, but it's got to be tough because if you don't pull it, then do they fumble? That's tough. At least they keep the ball here. Colin Cone takes a snap. Going to be a handoff up the middle again to Coleman. Coleman, man, does he always have a full head of steam before he's tackled down. He's tackled down hard there by the Rams. A good gain of 5. It's 3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs.
Jace Curtis saved the touchdown there because there was nobody outside of Jace there. He wouldn't have got him. Coleman would have scampered to the end zone there.
Ball is on the 17-yard line. It is 3rd and 9. Rain has slowed down a little bit, but man, does that not stop it in the future. Colin Cone takes a snap. It's supposed to be a bubble screen. They're going to throw a flag. They're going to throw it to the end zone, and Zach Stats becomes a defender, knocks it out of the hands of Colton Randall. But what's this flag going to be, Todd?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to out motion on the Bulldogs.
Yep, so that's going to push the Bulldogs back. And so what's originally 4th and 9, they're going to push them back and have it be 3rd and 14. I don't know, Todd. What do you think? Is that?
I don't know. I'm not sure I would have taken the penalty either. I think I'd leave them.
Nope, and they do. They decline it.
Yeah, that's probably what I would do too. I'd decline it. Now the Bulldogs have a big decision here, and it changes your play call a little bit.
For sure. It's 4th and 9 from the 17-yard line. Bulldogs need a spark. Akron Rams have had the entire momentum since halftime. Colin Cone comes to the line. One receiver, that's Kolberstein, to the right, 2 to the left. Right next to him is Zach Statz. It's going to be a sweep to Statz around the left-hand side. Statz has a lane all the way to the 10-yard line, and this is going to be a turnover on downs, man. About 2 yards short, I think, Todd.
Yeah, good play out there by Jace Curtis, I think. Stopped him just short, but Bulldogs got to bow their back here on defense now. They've got him pinned deep. They got to hold him down here.
So Bulldogs on defense, we saw this earlier in the game. The Haxtun Bulldogs had the Akron Rams deep in their own territory, ended up getting a safety.
Starting out on their 12, 1st and 10 from the Ram 12. Need pressure here, Bryce.
I agree. The Akron Rams come out here in the shotgun. Randall going to hand it off here up the middle to Livesay. He breaks it out to the right-hand side. A huge hit from Zach Statz. We've said his name a lot tonight. And it's a gain of 0. It's going to be 2nd and 10 here.
Great individual effort there by Zach. He had a defender, blocker right on him, shucked him, and went in there and made a tackle for a loss. So another good tackle by Zach. Couple of pretty good tackling teams, man. There's been some, if they weren't getting some tackles on either side, there'd been some long touchdowns, but both teams are wrapping up good tonight and making good tackles when they need to.
I have to agree. Randall, there's going to be a flag here on the motion. He motioned Kuzel through the formation, and it was already 2nd and 10 from the 11-yard line, and that's going to push them back half the distance, or maybe 5 yards. And so now 2nd and 15
from the 6.
From the 6-yard line. Bulldogs got to get pressure here. Tackle for a loss, anything helps. Randall motions Kuzel through the formation. Looks like the same play. He's going to drop back the pass. Bulldogs have it wrapped up, but he slips out of a tackle. Randall all the way near the sticks. And it's not going to be a first down, but it's going to be close.
They had him for a loss there, too.
He is a slippery runner.
Yeah, they had him sacked there on about the 2-yard line, and he wiggled out of it. Got a gain of, 8 yards, 9 yards?
Yep. Well, it was 2nd and 15. Now it's 3rd and 4. Rams have got it. Randall in the shotgun. Livesay behind him. Takes a snap. Going to be a quick pitch to the outside, and tackled here for what looks like a loss is Jace Curtis on the flip pass.
It was that shovel pass again. I'm guessing Coach Bornhoft probably said at halftime, I do not want to see another one of those passes go for a gain. So that's a risky play, though, man, really, you think about it. But he's pretty good at pitching them out there.
Chase Goddard back deep to receive this punt. Livesay back to punt this ball for the Rams. Got to have a good snap here. They do. The punt is off. It's a good punt. It's going to go to the 45. That's Akron's 45. Goddard picks it up, runs out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And Chase Goddard with a good return there of about 20 yards. That's going to put the Bulldogs on the Akron Rams side of the field. And, I mean, we got to get something going here, Todd. 5 minutes and 12 seconds left here in the third period. 22-16 leads the Akron Rams.
Well, they did a good job on defense there and didn't let Akron get anything cooking. But we got to we're starting here on the 40-yard line of Akron. We have got to get points on the board here.
Colin Cone in the pistol, takes a snap, hands it off to Coleman Firm. Firm.
About 6 yards.
Going to get 6 yards here.
Take that all day, every day.
I agree with you. 2nd and 4 coming up shortly. And the rain has stopped. Mason's going to go return to be our sideline reporter. And we're excited to see it. If you're on the camera, you can see him enter the field of play. Colin Cone takes a snap, runs it up himself. He's going to be horse collar tackled, and there's no flag, Todd.
Well, he had one hand clear down inside his jersey there. I'm not sure
Wow.
what the deal was with that. Yeah, wow. Right in front of him, too.
Right in front of him. And so Colin Cone gets back to the line of scrimmage, or maybe about a loss of 1. It's 3rd and 7 from the 37-yard line. Mason, welcome back. Great to have you.
Thanks, guys. If you couldn't tell, I was pretty excited to be back. Feels good. Feeling loose. Feeling ready to go. Thank you.
Mason did a good job running our camera there for a little bit as Colin Cone in the gun. Cone is going to be stopped by Coach Stone. Coach Stone wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back here on Highway 6 Sports.
Looking to tackle that big project or simply spruce up your backyard? 5 Star Rentals has got you covered. From heavy-duty construction machines for contractors to handy lawn and garden tools for weekend warriors, renting has never been easier. We're a family-owned business located just 4 miles south of Haxtun on Highway 59, offering you friendly service and a hassle-free process. Give us a call today at 970-854-2145. Remember, at 5 Star Rentals, service meets reliability.
Welcome back here to Akron, Colorado. Bryce Bivins here with Mason Bornhoft on the sideline. Todd Workman, my color commentator, here with me. Todd, the Bulldogs are down, but they've got the ball on the 37-yard line. It's 3rd and 7. Colin Cone in the pistol. Cone's going to sweep it over to Stats. Stats, he's got a first down and more. Stats going to be finally tackled down here by Colton Randall, but a 15-yard gain going to give the Bulldogs a first down.
First down at the 23. That was kind of a weird play. He snapped it in the shotgun and then pitched it out of the shotgun. He was way behind the line when he took off with the ball there.
Same play, but to the left.
Play.
Zach Stats going to be tackled for maybe a loss here now on the sweep, and that's again by Colton Randall.
Same play to the other side. They were ready for it that time. That's a kind of a play you really got to have your momentum going forward because you're giving up 6 yards there before you get your momentum going forward. So
Colin Cone in the gun. Stats to the left, Firm to the right. Cone going to fake the handoff, drops back to pass. Chase Goddard in the end zone, and this ball is going to be picked off. And that's Jace Curtis. And is that near a touchback, or are they going to be down at the 3-yard line, Todd?
I think it's just outside the end zone. It's right on the goal line. 1 yard line, maybe. 2 yard line. So
that deep pass intercepted by Jace Curtis. Man, he launched himself up there too. He took a hard fall. But the Bulldogs have him at the 2 yard line, and this is exactly where the Bulldogs got their safety last time.
Yeah, we got to get pressure and get some penetration here, no doubt. See the
Rams come out
and get in there.
Rams come out in a tight formation. Randall's under center. I think you can guess what's coming here. Randall is going to run it up the middle and going to be pushed back. Bulldogs do a good job pushing them back. But they're going to say forward progress, gain of 2. 2nd and 8 from the 4 yard line.
Wow, that's kind of a tough spot. Bulldogs there. I didn't think he made that much forward momentum.
I think he just kept spinning forward. As Jace Curtis comes back in after that interception.
Bulldogs need to fire up a little here. They look a little flat. They've got him pinned down. They need a big play.
Yeah, they've got, a positive situation for them where the Rams have it on the 4 yard line. Let's see if they can do something with it. Colton Randall now back in the shotgun. Bulldogs in the 3-man front. Randall drops back to pass. Randall he's almost tackled, but gets a pass off, and that's to Curtis. And Curtis, the catch is complete, gets back to the line of scrimmage, And so it is still 3rd and 8 from the 4-yard line. But, man, Randall, we've seen it a couple times tonight, done a great job scrambling, and then while he's being wrapped up, somehow, some way gets the ball off somewhat.
He is a pretty athletic kid, and you can never not expect him to get rid of the ball. He has a knack for getting rid of it under immense pressure and weird situations, and it's cost the Bulldogs a couple times tonight.
Well, he's a sophomore, and right now he's the definition of learning from your mistakes. You know, those young players, if you can adapt and learn quickly, he got a safety in the first half. He's not going to let that happen again, he says. Randall in the shotgun. One split out to the left. Randall takes a snap. It's going to be another pass. It's going to be near side here to Livesay. Livesay has a wide open field, a first down and more. Livesay all the way up the sideline. Livesay might have a touchdown here. Let's see if a Bulldog can catch him. Coleman firm behind him. It's going to be a touchdown to the Akron Rams. No flags behind him, and the Akron Rams take a 2-possession lead here in the 3rd.
That was like a fullback flat pass. He come out there, and the backer never picked him up and rolled out into the flat, and Randall put it right on the money. Takes it, 96 yards?
Wow. 96 yards to Livesay, and man, Bulldogs, there's enough time with 1 minute and 3 seconds left here in the 3rd. Bulldogs got to have a big 4th quarter performance.
That was a good play call by Akron right there.
That is great.
It was.
Saw the pressure coming.
Yep.
Used it against him. Randall takes a snap. It's on the ground. He picks it up, looks in the end zone. There's a flag thrown. Randall into the end zone. This one's going to be caught and successful, but there's holding on the offense. They're going to decline this, and this is going to come back. That's going to make it a 2-point conversion from the 12.5, or it might be a spot foul, so we'll see where they mark it. In between the 10 and 15-yard line, it looks, Todd.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we got Bulldogs. They're a little flat, Bryce. To me, they look like they're a little on their heels, a little bit flat after half here. They had them pinned down there deep, needed to make a play.
Rams come out here, 2 split out to the left, 2 split out to the right. Randall in the shotgun, takes a snap, 3-step drop. Now he's running. Carter Locke puts some pressure on him, and this one's going to be picked off in the end zone by Carter Locke. And now that was a big penalty, negates the 2-point conversion, 28-16 in favor of the Akron Rams. We'll be right back here on Highway 6 Sports.
Market declines, inflation, political turmoil. Today's headlines can be scary. Hi, I'm Mackenzie Bivins, Edward Jones Associate Financial Advisor, and Charlene Rumenschneider Financial Advisor. We'll work with you to help you understand the impact of short-term events and how to prepare for the long term. We provide the tools for a reasoned, disciplined approach to investing. Don't let the headlines derail your long-term financial plan. Call us today at 308-345-6730 to schedule an appointment. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey, welcome back here to Akron. The Rams take a 12-point lead over the Haxtun Bulldogs. 2 possessions. The Bulldogs need to do something on this drive. So far, the 3rd quarter has gone scoreless.
Big play, couple of big plays by Livesay kid tonight. Big difference in the game right now.
Porteous kicks this one off. It's going to be a squib kick, and this ball's still on the ground. Man, did the Bulldogs barely get on it. I'm telling you, Porteous had a plan on those first 2 what looked like onside kicks, and he's finally figured out how to lay those ones out there, and a Bulldog couldn't see who. Mason, who jumped on that last second?
Thinking it was Zach Fry-Rear. He was the one that kind of touched it initially. He just jumped on it finally before that. Clay Axtell, I think, was the one that finally got to it for the Akron Rams. But luckily, Zach Fry-Rear got to it first.
The Bulldogs come out here in the shotgun. Zach Stats next to that is going to be who jumped off sides there? Are they going to call it on the Bulldogs? No, they call it on the Rams. And so encroachment on the Akron Rams. That gives the Bulldogs 1st and 5.
Looks like Cole Firm's struggling with cramps or something there. He's on the sidelines, and you know the Bulldogs want him in there toting the rock down the field here.
Yeah, I agree with you. Gonna have to get some pickle juice to Coleman.
Yeah.
Coleman, let's see. That's gonna be a handoff up the middle to Zach Stats. He's gonna get a first down here. And great run. Man, he just needs to maybe keep that ball tucked away. Did you see that ball kind of get out there extended?
Yes, I did.
In this weather, even though it stopped raining, Todd, it's still, the ground is wet, the ball is wet, and it's going to be, really tough to keep a hold of it. 40 seconds left here in the third period. Bulldogs down 12, 28-16. Colin Cone here in the shotgun. Going to take the snap. He looks to throw. This ball is going to be caught by Chase Goddard. Goddard all the way down to the 25-yard line. What a great catch and throw from the Bulldogs, and that's the spark they need going into this one.
Well, I think, they've kind of lulled them to sleep with running takeoffs, and he kind of ran a post there in the middle and got a step on the inside there, and Colin laid it right to him. Chase ran a good route there. There's your pass, Mason.
Colin Cone takes a snap, drops back to pass. He looks like he wanted to throw, nobody open. Colin Cone going to be sacked, and that's going to be a 10-yard loss.
Oh, he had somebody open. I think he fumbled the ball, didn't he, Mason? Or lost it?
He might have pump faked or something. Yeah, but he lost control of the ball for a second. Luckily, he regained possession.
And so that's the end of the fourth period. And, man, it is second and long for the Bulldogs. We're going to send it to a sponsor break, and we'll be right back here on Highway 6 Sports with the fourth period.
Heavy-duty construction machines for contractors to handy lawn and garden tools for weekend warriors, renting has never been easier.
At the First National Bank of Fleming, we're proud to be family-owned and rooted in agriculture just like you. Enjoy free checking with e-statements and earn more with great CD and savings rates. Locally trusted and here for generations. First National Bank of Fleming, where community grows. Member FDIC.
Hey folks, this is Deanna with Haxtun Communications, your hometown phone and internet provider. Depending upon your location, we have fiber, DSL, and wireless internet for the rural areas. We service Haxtun, Fleming, Crook, and their surrounding areas. New customers and returning customers, mention you heard this ad and get up to 50% off your first year's internet service with us. Terms do apply, so call now, 970-774-7611 today. Go Bulldogs!
Bulldogs switch the sides of the field here on the 32-yard line. It's 2nd and 17 after the sack on Colin Cone. Koberstein split out to the left. Cone here in the shotgun. Cone going to sweep it over to Zach Stats. Stats up the right-hand side. Stats has our lane and pushed out of bounds. Looks like Stats going to get the yardage back from the sack. And now it's going to be 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a pitch to the short side of the field there, and that forces the running back to get yardage and get up the field before he goes out of bounds. And I like that play call, the short side there.
Colin Cone in the gun. Motion Zach Stats behind him. It's going to be a trap into Coleman Firm. Firm going to be pushed down here at the gain of 2. Now it's 4th and 4 for the Bulldogs. You got to convert on this. Down 2 scores, 11 minutes and 41 seconds left in the fourth. You got to convert here.
Key play of the game right here, Bryce.
For sure.
Bulldogs.
I agree. And then defensively, stopping the Akron Rams. It's going to take a collective unit to come back and win this game for the Haxtun Bulldogs.
Yep. They need a first down here.
Colin Cone in the shotgun. 2 split out to the left, 1 split out to the right. It's going to be a sweep, and it's going to then an option to Zach Stats. Zach gets the first down and more. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Wow!
I
What a
guess
play!
That'll work. Mason, how was that down there?
That was a really well-designed play. That was the old sprint option out to the left side by Colin Cohn and Zach Stats. He pitched it at the perfect time, gave Zach just enough room to get down the sideline and get in the end zone.
28-22. Akron Rams still in the lead, but the Bulldogs strike back. And the Bulldogs going for two, looking to make it a 4-point ball game. Bulldogs come out in the gun. One split out to the right, one to the left. Colin Cohn takes the snap. A handoff, actually keeps it himself. Runs in, nobody touches him. 2-point conversion is successful. 24-28, and the Bulldogs come steaming back. 11 minutes and 11 seconds left. Make a wish, Todd. It's 28-24. Rams lead. We'll be right back here with the kickoff.
Building something special in Haxtun? Haxtun Building Center is your go-to for all your construction needs. From lumber to tools, we're the one-stop shop with everything to get the job done right. Our team is dedicated to exceptional service, offering expert advice and quality products. We're proud to support our community, helping you build not just projects, but a bigger future for Haxtun. Choose local. Stop by Haxtun Building Center or call us at 970-774-7655. Let's build something together.
Welcome back here to Akron. The Haxtun Bulldogs down just 4 now after a touchdown from Zach Stats. Bulldogs squib kick this one all the way up here, and it's going to be received by the Rams. A full head of steam. Pushed back. I believe that was Kuzel. And the Akron Rams have it near the 30-yard line. Bulldogs got to keep that momentum coming through on the defense.
No big plays here, Bryce. The Bulldogs have got to get a turnover on downs or with a punt here. Cannot afford to give up a big play again.
I agree. It's going to be all up to that secondary. Rams come out here in the shotgun. They're motion Curtis through the formation. It's going to be a handoff to Curtis. It's going to be a run to the left. Curtis has some room. A first down and more, and tackled down near the 50 is Jace Curtis. And what a run from Jace Curtis. And they kind of that kind of pauses the momentum here.
Well, I just said we cannot give up a big play to them right here. And what do? Rip it off for 25 yards there. So,
man, Bulldogs need something. Defensively, offensively, they've created a spark, Todd. Defensively, they need to create a spark, whether it's a turnover, interception of some sort. Any style of turnover will work. 10 minutes and 35 seconds left. Bulldogs down 4, 28-24. Randall in the shotgun. Takes the snap, runs it himself. It's an option play. Option over here to, let's see. That is the wide receiver, Kuzel, on the option play. He's going to be tackled down here for no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 from the Akron Ram 49-yard line.
Akron has a lot of weapons on offense, man. They have a lot of kids that can carry the ball for them.
They do. You know, looking at their team last year and then looking at their roster this year, there's a lot of guys I thought were seniors last year that just played like seniors, and here they are making a big impact. Randall in the shotgun. Going to motion through Curtis, and there's going to be a penalty on the offense. That's going to put him back 5 yards. 2nd and 15 from the Akron Ram 44-yard line.
You know, I wish, you watch that Knox kid. He plays with a lot of emotion. I think the Bulldogs defense could pick up a little of that emotion and play like they got a chip on their shoulder here.
9 minutes and 41 seconds left in the game. Bulldogs down 28-24. Randall brings the play into the huddle. 2nd and 15 from the 43-yard line of the Akron Rams. Bulldogs come out in a 3-man front. Randall going to motion Curtis through the formation again. Randall drops back to pass. Looks like it might be a screenplay. Instead, he's going to throw it. This one, the opposite side of the field. It's caught by Livesey. Livesey's got some room and finally tackled down, and a first down for the Bulldogs. And, man, Todd, do they like throwing across their body? You know, Randall's got his strong side. He's running to his right, but throwing cross body, cross field, the Bulldogs don't expect it.
It's an unbelievable throw. He's coming this way, all of his momentum coming towards us, and he threw it clear back across the field to the other sideline. That's a hard throw for most quarterbacks, let alone a sophomore in high school.
Well, and because he's rolling out to the right, he's forcing our defense to roll to the right with him. The defense is left, and that's leaving players wide open on the opposite side. Randall in the shotgun. Motions Kuzel through the formation. Randall's going to run it up himself. Randall going to be tackled down here by Corbin Anderson. Minimal gain of what looks like 2 yards. It's 2nd and 8 coming your way from the Akron Rams on the 31-yard line.
Big plays, Bryce. Big plays by Akron here, second half.
Mason, what'd you see on that rollout? I mean, did our defense just kind of shift all the way to the defense's left and left him wide open?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what happened because it was a miraculous throw. You got to I got to give it to the kid. It was a great throw. I think the defense just shifted a little too much.
Randall in the shotgun. It's going to be a direct snap to Curtis. Curtis runs it up the middle, finally met by a Bulldog in there. And that looks like Seth Seeger in there on the tackle. A gain of 2. It's 3rd down and 4 for the Akron Rams on the 28-yard line. And Bulldogs need to get a stop here.
It's go time for the Bulldog defense.
And it's four down territory here, being on the Bulldog, deep in Bulldog territory. And so the Bulldogs have to, they've got to stop them on 2 downs. They got 2 tries to get this 4 yards.
Yep, Akron's not going to do anything but go here, so need penetration. See what Seeger can do up the middle here.
Randall takes a snap. Actually, it's a direct snap to Curtis again. Curtis up the right-hand side. Curtis going to get close to the sticks. I think he's short by a yard. Let's see where they mark him.
Stayed in bounds, too.
And it's 4th and 1 from the 26-yard line. Bulldogs, huge play coming up defensively. Let's see if the Bulldogs, Todd, I don't know. It'd be a risky play, but if the Bulldogs blitz here or try to get a big rush, will somebody be open on the pass, and could they break a wide open play here? That's always the question. Offensively, you gotta, you can run the ball for 1 yard, or there might leave something open here. Let's see what the Rams come out and do. Randall in the shotgun. Hard counts 3 times, now 4, and now a timeout from Coach Weirs. We'll send it to a timeout as well. 6 minutes and 24 seconds left here in the 4th period. 28-24. Akron Rams are up.
At Hoffmeister Insurance, we've got your back with tailored crop insurance that protects your livelihood. Our experienced agents take the time to understand your needs, crafting the perfect policy to keep your farm secure. From hail to drought, we're here to help you weather any storm. Ready for peace of mind? Call Hoffmeister Insurance, 970-774-6600 for your personalized consultation today. Hoffmeister Insurance, protecting your harvest season after season.
Well, Todd, both teams might need every timeout that they can have here in the second half. I do not believe Haxtun has called a timeout here in the second, but that's the Akron Rams' first called timeout. And it's 4th and 1, and the Akron Rams are lined up to go for it, and I don't blame them. They're on the Bulldog 25-yard line. Randall in the shotgun. It's going to be on the ground. Randall is going to be stopped. Turnover on downs. Wow, that's the best play that could have happened for the Bulldogs right there.
Great job by the line there. Got penetration there. Akron was not moving the ball at all there. Mace, what'd you see?
Yeah, I got to say this. The snap was not great to start. It was on the ground to start, but then the Bulldog, like you said, the Bulldog defense swarmed around him. He tried to go. There was no room. He was bottled up.
And there, Todd, that's what I said. That's sometimes why you know that the defense is going to, play a defense for a run up the gut. That's when you go for something deep. Colin Cohn in the gun, takes a snap, hands it to Firm. Firm around the right-hand side. Firm has a blocker. Firm going to get a good gain of about
8 yards.
8 yards at 2nd and 2 coming up here for the Haxtun Fighting Bulldogs. They move this back a little bit. I agree. He pushed one of his blockers in front of him, kind of watching him, hand on him. That's always great when you got a blocker in front of you. Sometimes you got nobody, but he had somebody he could push and throw into a defender. They're going to move it back just a little bit. It's going to be 2nd and 4 from the 34-yard line. Haxtun Bulldogs come out. Zach Stats split out to the left. Over to the right is Chase Goddard. Colin Cohn in the shotgun, takes the snap, going to keep it himself up the middle. Colin going to get a first down, close to the first down. Let's see if they give it to him, and they do.
Yep. Be a first down. That was a good job by Colin. They really haven't given him that play much tonight. And he kind of wiggled through there and got it. But Akron really wasn't fooled. Colin just made a good effort there. Got that first down.
Bulldogs break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. 5 minutes and 17 seconds left. Bulldogs down 4, 28-24. Colin Cohn in the shotgun. Cohn hard counts, almost gets someone to come outside. The ball behind Cohn, and Firm and Cohn jump on top of it. And that is not what you need, but it's better than a turnover, Todd. That is going to be a loss of 15, 14 yards on the snap.
Yep. Bad break there for the Bulldogs. Have to see if they can make it up here. We're
2nd and 22. I believe. I agree. I think this is primetime screen.
Oh, yeah. That'd be a good call. Yeah.
Right, 2nd and 22. Colin Cohn in the gun, and they're going to call a timeout. And Coach Stone calls his first timeout, I believe, with 4 minutes and 27 seconds left in the game. In regulation, that is, if this can find a way to somehow go into extras. Right now, in order to do that, a few more people will have to score. We'd like to thank our family sponsors. That's Rich and Dina Girk, David and Alicia Schramm, Joe and Michelle Bivins, John and Cindy Chapdelaine, Austin and Valerie Wilson, Jess and Kevin Beck, Pastor Tim and Alyssa Hahn, Brian and Sammy Starkeybaum, Kathy and Curly Starkeybaum, Kelly and Sarah Michael, Cole and Candy Fix, Todd and Becky Workman, Sean and Christy Phillip. And Todd, Bulldogs have a big one. 2nd and 22 to go. What do you think's coming?
I kind of like maybe what you said about the screenplay. That might not be a bad call because they're getting good pressure up the middle. It might be a good call here, Bryce. Don't see the Bulldogs run a lot of screens, though, so, might be a good time for it.
Right? I mean, I would say 2 or 3 times a game. Haven't seen it yet today. Chase Goddard split out to the right. Colin Cohn going to motion Zach Stats to the right. It's going to be Colin Cohn drops back to pass. He throws this ball. It's off, and this one is incomplete. And, man, that looked like hand fighting between both squads there, Todd. Haxtun fans want pass interference on Goddard, and I think it was pretty mutual, in my opinion. Mason, what'd you think over there?
Yeah.
It looked mutual to me too, but I think it should have been called pass interference just because he got his hands right at the end. He swatted his hands right away right at the end.
Gotcha. Yeah, once you're both going up for the ball, sometimes they let both people go up for the ball, but if you're disrupting the offensive player too much, they'll call it. Colin Cohn in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. 3rd and 22. This pass is a rifle, and, man, it was tipped in the air, and Corbin Anderson almost had a chance to grab it. And now it's 4th and long, and we'll see what the Bulldogs decide to do here with 4 minutes. 4th and 22.
Wow.
Would you punt here, Todd? Ball's on the 23-yard line, your own 23.
Not sure. I think I probably would. You're going to have to
I think
defend
you got
your
to.
defense. Yeah,
I agree.
Get them.
And maybe a muffed punt. Colin Cohn, his ball's on the ground. He grabs it. This is a great punt from Colin Cohn. This is going to go all the way back, and it gets a Bulldog bounce all the way to the 20-yard line. Aspen Starkeybaum down there grabs it. That's a great punt from Colin Cohn. And defensively, we need something. We need a spark. 4 minutes and 4 seconds. Bulldogs down 4. The Akron Rams leading 28-24. Bulldogs take over on defense. The Akron Rams take over on offense at the 20-yard line exactly. 1st and 10 Rams.
Well, that's a good job of Colin flipping the field there. I mean, completely flipped it in for end, basically. So, great punt. And defense has to step up, Bryce. You got to make plays, and it's time right now for the Bulldogs to make a play.
And so the Akron Rams been pretty successful on their passes. We'll see if they go more heavy run here to waste the clock. Randall takes a snap, handoff up the middle to Curtis. Curtis got a good gain. That's about a 5. That's actually Livesay with the carry. And a timeout, Haxtun. That's their second timeout. And they're actually going to bring it back. That's a gain of only 2 yards. So with that timeout, we'll thank our business sponsors, Canode Realty and Auction, Haxtun Building Center, Kurtzer's, Colt by IWS, Hoffmeister Insurance, Points West Bank of Haxtun, Main Street Graphics, Coberstein Farms, Angus LLC, Haxtun Communications, Red J Welding, 5-Star Rental, Wilson's Repair, Spell Roofing, Haxtun Credit Union, Bivins Lawns LLC, First National Bank of Fleming, HBF Feedlot, Haxtun Locker Plant, Wyatt Sprinklers, Goddard Farms, and Nico K-Lawn. Thank you to all of our sponsors making all of this possible. We'll give out a $500 scholarship to a female athlete from Haxtun and a $500 scholarship to a male athlete from Haxtun. And that's what we do here, Todd. We decide, you know what? This community is so amazing. We're going to continue to give back to it in more ways than one, trying to create ways for them to view our games, to listen to our games. And, you know, this is why it all started. Living in McCook, had no way really to listen to the games, really frustrating. So that's when Todd and I, exactly a year ago from yesterday, we showed up, Haxtun versus Akron, did the game, and the rest is history, folks. So thank you for supporting us. It has been absolutely phenomenal year. It's what Sarah Michael posted on our Facebook, said happy anniversary. She makes sure she listened to the podcast. I appreciate that. Shout out Sarah for doing that. Mark and I's podcast for the pregame. Bulldogs down 4. 3 minutes and 56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs down 4, 28-24. Rams come out here in the shotgun. Randall takes a snap, going to run it to the left, and he's going to be tackled down, and let's see if the Bulldogs call another timeout. They don't. They're going to keep that last timeout, Todd.
Well, that's one of those things you better save it, because if you get the ball back here, you're going to might need it to get the points on the board. So it's kind of a tough call, but JD a lot of times will take those timeouts and then try and score quick on offense, but need a big play here by the defense. 3rd and 9.
Rams take the snap. He drops back the pass. This one is going to be caught by Porteous. Wow. And we just got word from our Points West Bank of Haxtun associate who is he's our timeout specialist, and let us know that Coach Stone is out of timeouts. Coach Stone is out of timeouts. Yes, so
I guess that would be why he didn't call one.
3 minutes left, and that's a first down. Akron on the 41-yard line. What a play. That's the exact same play that they've ran 3 times. One of them was a touchdown from Mason Porteous, and I mean, when they need a first down, that's their go-to. You know, a route across the middle of the field, drag route, mesh route, whatever you want to call it, it's working. Snap here, direct snap to the running back, and this one's going to be minimal gain. It slips out of a tackle, finally comes down. Bulldogs need something special to happen. Bulldogs need a fumble. Bulldogs need an interception. Bulldogs need to create a turnover, because right now, getting a turnover on downs is going to be really hard, Todd.
Yeah, they're going to have to start punching the ball. See if they can knock it loose here. But, you know, Akron's going to be ready for that, too, and the clock winds here. 2:20 left in the game. 2nd and 9 for Akron here. And they're taking their sweet time. They're going to let the play clock run all the way down.
Makes you wish that high school had the 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
2 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the fourth period. Bulldogs down 4. Randall finally comes in with the play. And they're going to call a timeout. That was their play. A timeout, Akron. And I think actually that they got the play in late, Todd. I don't know necessarily if they wanted to call that timeout. Minute and 58 seconds. That kind of works as a 2-minute warning. We'll send it to our sponsors. We'll be right back here on Highway 6 Sports.
Need a roof you can rely on? Spelch Roofing has Haxtun covered. For years, we've delivered top-notch roofing for homes and businesses with licensed, bonded, and insured experts you can trust. From storm repairs to new installs, we bring quality and care to every project. Plus, we're proud sponsors of Highway 6 Sports, cheering on our local teams. Ready to protect your property? Call Spelch Roofing at 970-774-6554 for a free estimate, or visit spelchroofing.com.
During the break, it looked like Randall getting his arm taped up. 2nd and 10 here from the 42-yard line. This is going to be that's a trick play. That's a trick play.
I don't think they were set, though.
As the ball didn't get snapped, there's going to be no play. It's going to be a penalty on the Akron Rams. And what happened was Randall made it look like the snap went over his head, but the ball, I think, dribbled across the ground. And Coach Stone declines the penalty, and so that play going to gain no yards. It's 3rd and 10. No time hardly went off the clock. And we'll see if they start the clock again. I'm not sure. I believe they will.
Bulldogs there.
That was a huge break. And the Rams trying to do something here. Like a trick play. I don't know. Mason, what happened there?
To me happened, guys, was they ran the old snap went over my head play, but the snap didn't quite get to the receiver in time. So I think it called the false start.
Direct snap here to Curtis. Curtis looks back to throw. This one going to be on the ground, incomplete, and that stops the clock with 1 minute and 47 seconds left. It's 4th and 10. What a crazy call from the Akron Rams, Todd.
Wow, that was really bizarre. I don't know why you would do that, but
wow.
Stops the clock, and those last two plays have taken 10 seconds.
Wow. Yeah. Man, back to receive the punt is Kanan Koberstein.
Wow.
Jackson Livesay back to punt. Livesay going to get this one off barely. This one going to go out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Bulldogs have a chance. But, man, do they have to run the 2-minute offense to a T, Todd. They have no timeouts. You got to run out patterns to the sideline. If you're running, you got to string it out. If you get a long pass play inbounds, you got to get up, spike the ball, do something. Man, is my heart racing. I guarantee you that maybe they're confident here, Todd. This is a resilient team. And let's see if they can show it here right now.
Well, Akron they've been pretty stingy with their pass defense. We'll see what happens here.
Bulldogs come to the line. Colin Cone in the shotgun, one next to him. One split out to the left. Colin Cone back to pass, 3-step drop. It's going to be a screen. It's going to be caught, and the screen was read like a book, and that is going to be a loss of 2, 2nd and 12, 1 minute and 27 seconds. Bulldogs back on the line quick. Colin Cone in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back to pass. He's going to run it, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield. He tries to throw it, and are they going to call it forward progress here, Todd? 3rd down, does the clock run?
Yes, it does.
So they called forward progress. 1 minute exactly left. 3rd down and 15. Bulldogs in the 2-minute offense. Coach Stone giving his signs. Colin Cone in the shotgun, takes a snap. Drops back to pass. This one going to be out of the hands of Zach Stats, and they got one more try. That stops the clock at 51 seconds left. One more try here to get a first down and keep this game going.
Zach had some room out there, too. I think he could have ran for a minute there.
Coach Stone giving the play directly to Colin Cone. Bulldogs can huddle up here.
This is the ball game, Bryce, right here.
This is huge. 4th and 15. Bulldogs come to the line. Chase Goddard split out to the right. Colin Cone in the pistol. Sweep, and it's probably going to be a pass. Firm is going to be. This is going to be caught. Corbin Anderson. He's got a lane. He's got. Oh my goodness. He's going to score. Corbin Anderson. Oh my goodness. They called him out of bounds, Todd. They called him out of bounds. Oh my goodness.
No way. No way.
Was it an inadvertent whistle?
No, they threw a flag.
And I wonder if it's going to be on the Akron
Rams.
Rams.
On. Oh, they called a hold. Give me a break. Come on.
Goodness gracious.
Come on. Oh, wow. It's going to be a turnover on downs, too. Well, no, it'll be.
Well, because if they decline it, the Bulldogs will have a first down. So they've got to accept it. That's going to put the Bulldogs back to, well, it's going to be a spot foul in a 10 yards from that spot. And so it actually it's a plus yardage. Bulldogs have it on the 28-yard line. It's 4th down and 6. Still hope here with 40 seconds left. Bulldogs down 4. Colin Cone in the shotgun. Takes the snap, and they're going to call, maybe the Akron Rams call a timeout. 4 seconds have ran off the clock.
How?
And we'll see if that's going to be the topic of conversation. And I think it is. And so, looks like the referees catch the hometown.
Little hometown cooking there on the clock work there.
Kelly Michael and Brian Locke would never do that.
No. Not a chance.
4th and 6 on the 28. Colin Cone. It's a sweep. It's a reverse. Chase Goddard. He's going to throw it to Cone. Cone. This one's going to be picked off by Jackson Livesey. And that's the ball game, folks. They do have to snap this successfully. They will do victory formation.
I thought that was there, Mason. I didn't see that kid, but that kid made a good play on that, didn't he? Yeah, wow.
And so, victory formation ends it. Colton Randall keeps the ball. And it's going to pour here in Akron. And, folks, we're going to go to our Wilson's Repair post-game show real quick. I'll have to tell you, Todd, Colton Randall, player of the game, what do you think? That kid, he saved the Akron Rams from 2 safeties. He was able to get that ball off. What a great job by both teams. A 4-point game. Akron Rams come out with the victory, 28-24. And what an amazing fourth quarter. Bulldogs show resilience. They come all the way back, almost score. A holding call, maybe from a ghost. I don't know. We'll have to go back and watch the film. But, folks, what an amazing one we had here, Todd.
A great football game. We knew it was going to be a good game. I predicted 26-20. I thought it was going to go the other way for the Bulldogs, but a couple of great football teams exchanging blows there, and these teams are going to both make deep runs into the playoffs, and they'll probably meet again.
I hope to see the Akron Rams one more time here it depends on where we get placed, but that's it, folks. I'd like to thank you for joining our Wilson's Repair post-game show. I'm Bryce Bivins, Todd Workman, Mason Bornhoft. We'll see you next time.